Pre, yung oil filter, nasupot mo, tapos sabihin mo na.
Oo.
Yung lagyan mo itong ulit dito, ah. Ano, magpahin ka ng tubig? Matakati ka?
Okay lang kahit yung vintage.
Okay now. Nilinisan mo yung thread?
Ay, ito? Oo, nilinis ako.
Dito. Prosin mo, tapos ano?
Kaya wala lagi ng pintura eh. Kasi mas lalong mahirap ikabit.
Oo. Lagyan mo ng ano, ah.
Pintura ako na lang to. Kasi wala mo daw.
Linisan mo muna siya ng ano, ng steel brush, yung thread.
Nalinis ako na to.
Ha?
Oo.
Ito yung hirap.
Dapat na kasi hindi ba nalala natin yung nilinis ko dati.
Oh.
Kaya mo maglalagyan ng W40 thinner.
Oh,
Binamit ko
okay.
ng thinner.
Ah, okay na? Hindi, steel brush mo ulit. Baka may ano siya, may aribaba.
Ito lang. Kasi may mga pintura to, di ba?
Ano nga yung pintura yan?
Kailangan yung
Pag naikabit mo yan, ang susunod yung
may angse.
ito na nakikita mo na ta.
Hmm.
Nalagyan mo na rin ng ano.
Yan. Pero may pintura naman yan. Matibay.
Hindi, nalagyan mo na Loctite.
Hindi na. Pintura ako kasi pinapat ko muna. Kaya pintura ko na kanina. Yan, ulo.
Pero sa susunod, lagyan mo na ano. Yung iba, nalagyan mo.
Dito. Sabi ko yung mga anikan. Hindi na. Simple. May kakit.
Hindi, ng Loctite.
may pasta to na thread.
Ha?
Para malinisan.
May?
Yung pang thread, with thread. Para panglinis sana. Next time ko lang pag napinturahan. Tapos yung mga buka.
Hindi lang, subukan mo yung ano, nasaan ko ba nilagay yung ano niya? Ay, nandun yata. Try mo ano, ano yun, 14 o
30.
yung thread niya?
Ito.
Try mo nga to. Try mo nga to. Mali?
Malaki.
Yung ito ay, yung pinatread natin dito. Tignan mo nga, i-shoot mo nga yan doon sa ano.
Malaki ito. Malito. Nasa. Sa plug lang ata ito.
Ano na malaki yan?
Oo. Ito 14 din. Nasa 13. Ito yung kasite nito. Sa dito. 12 to. 12 din to.
Pasize din dyan.
Ito hindi. 13 to.
So, ibig sabihin, magkaiba talaga. Wala tayong panglinis.
Wala. Ito lang tayo.
Dapat, ano lang sa maruna. Oh.
Ito nalilisa ko natin.
Hindi, ulitin mo ulit. Baka... Ano, may ano? May aribaba?
Why not? Talagang kailangan ng
Hindi, pag ginano, pag binunot mo, kunin mo yung steel brush, i-steel brush mo. Balik yan. Oo. Tututut. Hello. I'll give you a moderator. Just one sec. Where are you? Doon na lang sa ano, sa bahay mo. Oh.
Pangalan ko ng tikura na ano.
Hmm.
Ano? Ano ito pinabit? Sagot ko na. Natanggal ba to?
Hindi.
Ano bang goma to?
May rubber yan. May rubber yan.
Ano ba dito? Kabili ko ba ng ganito? Para ko yung mga...
Ba? Dito ka na, diba?
See, there's one God, that's what there's two gods. See one God. See one God, like one God.
Ito mo na magdadagdag ha. Magdagdag ka na. Kasi doon sa inyo level yun eh, di ba?
Tatawag na ako. Please.
Companies of all sizes use big query to uncover new insights from their data, like cost savings, operational efficiencies.
Pakipulasan mo yung pagkakas mo. Yung ginawa mo sa loob, yun na lang ilagay mo. Ito, itong dalawa. Ito. Yun na lang, basta lagay mo na lang dito. Thank you very much, Fred.
Bukas may pasok ka? Ay, mamaya? Ano oras pasok mo? Mamaya? Bukas rin mamaya.
Eh, kung may train ay hanggang ano ang train eh, wala eh, ano. Hanggang 7 lang.
Ay, maaga pa pasok mo?
Ha?
Maaga?
Ah. Pasok ko, oo.
School?
Hindi ka na ng gatas yung train. Ha? Hindi ka na ng gatas. Para pagkita rin ka, wala akong gatas dito.
Oo, gagawin.
Ha? Hindi ako na pagkinatas mo.
Yan, tita.
Hindi nga. Tulyaki ka. Nasa na yan?
Yung sa burger. Yung sa vlogger. Parang hindi na pwede maganda.
No. Ha?
Yan, nakatapat kita.
oneness, being the Alpha and Omega that control the whole universe.
Okay, that's fine. So if I want to show his oneness, then I'm using the word God, the wrong word, because I can that we have a God, his name, and I do not need to say his one or two because his name is Allah. His name is Allah. I did not say both name. I didn't say the three names. I said his name, a person, individual. So already in the language, it's already included that he's a one person, right?
Yes.
Okay. So why I'm saying the word one. The word one here is not right. Unless you are trying to use the Hebrew language, which is echad. So God in the Bible, he says that the man and the women, the man, he leave his family and they will be attached to his wife as one, echad. And this is the same word used for God in the Bible. Your God is echad. Echad is unification, is unity, is not one person. Now, if we check with the God of Islam, to Allah, what did Allah say in the Quran? That if you want to take a wife or a partner, He will take it from us.
Yeah, actually, I've watched that video that you really deliberate on that topic, but I'm still learning more on that aspect. I will definitely call you one day and discuss much about that area.
Yeah, but we're trying to explain. Don't worry, still we're going to talk about the Bible. But look what happened in Islam. The Muslims, they say to us Allah is one. And then we find that this God Allah, if you want to take a partner, He will take it from us. Okay? If he is a one person, how He will take a partner from us? And then the Muslims, they try to explain it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The Muslim, they try to explain it. If we go into the interpretation, they say, well, if Allah, He want to take a partner, He said He will take it from us, and He meant the angels or the hur. But hur are women, are a human. How Allah can partner in order to take a wife with someone is a human. You cannot marry a cat to a cockroach, correct? They have to be from the same kind.
Definitely.
Okay. So
yeah, they definitely have from the same.
exactly. That means Allah is a man because He choose if you want to take a partner as a wife, that will be from the black-eyed hur. But the black-eyed hur is made for Muslim men to sleep with them, correct?
Yeah.
So for Allah to be a partner for this hur, He have to be a man.
Definitely.
That's mean Allah is just a man.
Yeah, going by this perspective, based on the explanation, definitely he is a man.
Okay. Not only this, Muhammad, because he was under the influence of Christianity and Judaism, he claimed he learned from the Jews and the Christians that the Messiah is coming back. And you Muslim, you believe in the false Messiah. Exactly like Allah. Is that correct?
I have no idea on that aspect.
Well, this is the hadith in front of me, Sunan Ibn Dawood. The Prophet of Allah, he says, I have told you so much about the Dajjal. between to bracket the Antichrist. The Muslims don't believe in Antichrist, they believe in the false Messiah. He can do miracles, he can even cut a human being to pieces and put him together. That I am afraid that you may not
Ito yung
understand.
sinasabi ni ate.
The Antichrist is short,
Yung malaking handle
entered,
yasi.
will be here, one-eyed and eye-sightless, neither protruding or nor deep-seated. If you are confused about him,
Saka may
know
lalagay ito.
that your Lord is not one-eyed. So what this hadith is saying,
Ito yung laki.
Muhammad is afraid that the Muslim they will think that the false Messiah is the same as Allah. He's trying to warn them that there's a difference between the false Messiah and your Lord. What is the difference? The eye. One eye of this false Messiah is damaged. So when you see somebody, you don't know. He is damaged, that's it. Maybe he is this way. He's made this way. So you should know that if you are confused about him, if you are what? Confused, know that your Lord is not one eye. So Muhammad is saying to the Muslims, you might be confused and think that this guy is Allah. Why? Because he looks exactly like Allah.
They look alike.
They look alike. This hadith should be, to make it more accurate actually, he should say, because remember, the guy is coming as a false Messiah, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Muhammad should tell them, well, you should know that the true Messiah looked like that. Right?
Dagdagan mo pa ng isang baso. Ha? Dagdagan mo pa ng
Because this guy is claiming to be the Messiah, but he's a false Messiah. So why Muhammad saying you should know? So why Muhammad saying to him you should know that your Lord is not one eye, unless Muhammad he worshipped Jesus. And the Lord here is Jesus. Because the person who is coming, this false Dajjal, he is claiming to be Jesus. He is not claiming to be Allah. It's why yeah. So it's why they call him Al-Masih al-Dajjal, the Messiah, the liar. So he's a false Messiah. So he's claiming to be the Messiah. So why Muhammad is saying, you should know that your Lord is not one eye. The Lord here must be Jesus. And this is mean that in a certain point, Muhammad, he believed that Jesus is God.
Ano, pinapasweldo ka ba
If
nito?
he's talking about Allah, not Jesus, that means Allah look like Jesus too.
Sabi mo lang, kung hindi ka pinapasweldo, talagang
Because
i-report ko siya sa
the
kanta.
false Messiah is a man. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So why Muhammad is worried that the Muslim they might think that this false Messiah is Allah, and how we can recognize the difference between them? Just one eye.
So anybody with two eyes definitely really looks like Jesus, and whoever looks like Jesus definitely he is a God.
And this is funny, by the way, because I mean, this is the only difference between this guy. He can't cut a human being, put him together. He can't fix his eye. I mean, Muhammad, he said to me that this guy,
Makakainom
he
din eh.
can chop a
Panonoodin
person
ko lang kay
like
mamaya.
his sword and make him two pieces. You know, he can make him shish kebab and he can put him together. So this guy, he's a creator, obviously. Then, so how come you can't fix it? Just simply change your gender. He installed a new ass or a big ass. So this guy, he can go to Thailand, he can get a new eye, and here we go, we will not know that he is the Dajjal. What does that mean? I mean, this is a stupid statement, but here you notice how Islam is a very confusing cult, and you don't have a God, my friend. He's
Yeah,
one.
actually that's why
Are you ready?
I really want to have some clarification about the Jesus Christ, his the miracles and his being as a Lord and Savior to the Christians. I just want to have more information and more light on what it is.
My friend, Christ, look at the name of Christ. Do you know what Christ presents when we say Christ? Why, if you see, if you go in the I don't know if you put Arabic or not, it says Al-Masih.
Yeah, actually I'm from Africa. I don't have much knowledge about Arabic.
My
It's only
friend,
that
doesn't matter.
little bit.
I am a black, a blonde, African, American from Japan, and still I speak Arabic. Listen carefully. You can learn language. Listen, the Quran says, Al-Masih. Al, in the language today, Al, in the old Aramaic and Hebrew, mean God. You will notice not even one time the Masih is mentioned as Masih. He is Al-Masih always. Al we add it before a name only if it is godly name or nothing like it. There's only one person. So the Muslim will say, Allahu Akbar. Al-Masih.
Tinetis din niya yung ano.
Because there's many Muhammad.
Ba't mali naman yun?
There's only one Messiah. There's only one Messiah. Why Muhammad is not the Messiah? Why Muhammad is not the one who come at the end of the time to finish everything? Why the shaitan, when he see Muhammad is not dissolved? How did he, when he see Jesus as Muhammad say? When shaitan he see Jesus, the Messiah, he will dissolve as salt dissolved in water. What do you think about that, my friend? I don't know what you're doing. Abdullahi,
First time to talk to you, and I'm very happy to hear and speak to you.
So I want you to focus on me. Why Shaitan, when he see Jesus, he will dissolve as he dissolved, soul dissolved. I'm trying just to find the hadith.
My understanding, because he is scared about seeing him, because he's a kind of very strong, powerful being to him.
So why Muhammad, Shaitan, he come to him. Shaitan, he jumped in his shoulders. Shaitan, he command him. Shaitan don't dissolve when he see him. How come Shaitan don't dissolve when he see Allah? But when he see Jesus, and this is the hadith in front of you, and this is Sahih. It says here at the end of the hadith that when the Messiah come with the serpent, the evil one, the Shaitan, when he see him, then he would
Yung may milk sa akin.
completely. He would dissolve. Like what? Like salt dissolve in water. This is the power of Jesus. So if Jesus is just a man, the Muslim they say, yeah, Jesus is just a messenger. Well, Jesus he can do what Muhammad can do. To the point he did not even need to do anything to save Satan. Satan he see him in dissolve like salt in water. What kind of power does you have?
Definitely should be a supernatural power.
There must be a divine power.
And
Because remember, Satan is probably not for doing. Satan's very evil. Muhammad is describing what this Antichrist will do. Like he can hit the ground and make it gold, turn it into gold. He can open the earth and the earth will open wide and gold and jewel will come. This is what Muhammad said about the Dajjal. The Messiah is present, is too holy to the point when Satan he see him, he dissolves like salt in water. So my friend Abdullah, how in the world you follow such a man like Muhammad, who is filthy, fornicator, child molester, thief, criminal, fabricator of Quran, Quranic verses, and any woman she can give herself to the Prophet, and obviously this happened to do with someone like you. Accept someone to be as a prophet like Muhammad, and forsaking the Holy Messiah, who as you see, Satan, when he see him, he dissolved in water.
that is the reason for me to come, so that I need more clarification on the Jesus Christ.
What more clarification you want, Abdullah? Come on. Look at this. This is your prophet witnessing to Jesus.
The only
Jesus,
information, Christian praise, the only information we get as a young Muslims as we are growing that Jesus didn't die on the cross, he's a messenger of God. That's the only information we get.
all of them are Sunni. This happened to me. I was talking to Muslims, to Egyptian Muslims, you know. like, he's younger than the other one. The younger one, he knew that I'm Arab and I am a Christian, and that will hurt the Muslim feeling. How in the world this guy is an Arab, he is not a Muslim. So he said, I have a question to you about Christianity. The older guy, he said to him, don't go there. The guy, he said, why not? Why not? I said to him, it's okay, it's okay. The older man, he told him, trust me, don't go there, because he spoke to me before about religion. So he knew. The younger one, he insists. So he said to me, if your God is the Father, and he have a son, his name is Jesus, how come the Father did not save his son when he was on the cross? Do you understand the question, Abdullah? So I said, okay, that's wonderful. So you're saying to me, if God, the Father, and he have a God, the Son, and then the God, the Father, he should save his son from being in the cross, correct?
Yes.
He said, yes, because the first thing a father would do, what he would do, he would save his son. I said, okay, no problem. And that's mean that Jesus must be the Son of God. He said, why? He said, because in Islam, his father saved him. So if you follow your logic, Jesus is the Son of God in Islam, but not in Christianity. So the Muslims, they have a very awkward understanding of the crucifixion of Jesus, and they try to manipulate the story to make it fit with their propaganda and their religion. But the second they start asking questions, supposedly serious question, you find that they are nourishing their cult. So my friend Abdullah, you don't have a religion. Muhammad is not a prophet. Allah is not God. The God who does not know how the baby is created cannot be God. The God who threatened Christian friends, if you don't believe in me, believe in Muhammad, I'm going to erase your face. And nothing happened. Not a single Christian, his face is lost. Not a single Christian, he lost his eyes. The one who promised them that I will make your face in the back of your head, and I will erase your mouth, your eyebrows, your eyes, everything will go. And then the Christians, they woke up on the morning, and they are until now waiting. And Allah, He promised them, the same as we did the people of the book before, the Jews, we made them monkeys. So this God, He made us a threat, but He cannot do it. Jesus, He saw the tree, just because the tree, just to show them example about you cannot say to the Lord, I cannot do this. He cursed the tree died immediately. Allah, He cursed the Christians, and He told them, you can turn off your camera, by the way. Your camera is on by mistake, maybe. All right? Are you there, Abdullah? Yeah, your camera is on. Yeah. So,
I'm just trying to read the hadith on your screen.
yeah. Yeah, so, so if you don't believe in me, Allah will erase our faces. He will efface it, and nothing happens. False threat, false prophet, false God, and we can show you tons of those. So why you, my friend, Abdullah, you don't decide to leave Islam right now? Obviously, your prophet is a false prophet. The sun sits in murky water. The sun, Allah, He sends Zulqarnain, and he is a bisexual, to build a dam between us and Gog and Magog. We cannot find Gog and Magog, and the ratio of Gog and Magog is 1,000. We lost connection with him. Is 1,000 to 1 human being. Let's call him again and see, maybe we can get Abdullah out of Islam as usual. We do. Yes, Abdullah. But maybe he lost his connection. I'm not sure.
Ito ba yung kuha ng gasolina?
Pre, yung ano? Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Mega loud shout out. Please subscribe to my channel. Frederick Top. And subscribe to us.
Speaking, kita na rin ako kung may 0-0 yan. Oo, magsisimula na.
Muslim?
Nung pinost ko yun na 00.
Yes, I'm Muslim, and you're all spread lies about everything to do with it. Because and you say Quran is fake book is but your book is full of stupid.
Ako rin bigla ako nakita ko
Okay, let's focus one by one.
And you know what? I also
Let's focus one by one. Let us focus one by one.
why Jesus don't know? Jesus don't even know the hour.
Yeah, that's funny, my friend. This is really funny. So why Sheikh Imran, he said that Jesus, he knew the hour. Do you know?
Do I care about who is this Sheikh Imran? I don't
Okay, what about no Sheikh Uthman and Sheikh Imran? He said this was the Quran saying. He is the one who knew the hour. The Quran says that.
I just want to know what's going to happen when Allah casts you to the hellfire.
Okay, let us see what will happen. First of all, do you God Allah know the hour?
My God, no, the hour. You don't have to tell him.
Well, can you read for me the chapter? Can you read for me the chapter of the moon, verse number 1?
5,000.
You have it on screen?
Paano na pag-relay ako kahapon? Bakit? Bakit siya ka?
You can insult me as much as you want, but you will not be able to answer. People will laugh, right?
Saan kayo
Do
makapili?
you God Allah know the hour?
I say, be and he was.
No, you will see. It's chapter of the moon. You can search it on your phone or your computer. Chapter 54, verse 9.
Na-change ko rin naman na yung sasakyan mo eh.
Grabe ka tayo yun ang tingin mo sa amin na
Oo.
ginagamitan namin ikaw.
Ikaw na, ito naman, sentimental value na naman to.
I have to bring my own stuff because you put fake.
Wala.
Yeah, it is fake. Muslim website or fake
Talagang
website.
nga pa eh.
Dami namin yung kami.
What is the website you open? I can go for
Sabi
you.
natin, Di parang sinasabi mo.
Now I see the hour is near.
So what Allah is saying?
This is say when the hour is gonna come, the moon is gonna flood.
So what will happen? We have somebody, he claimed to be God, claiming that the sign of the judgment day is what? Is the moon splitting, is that correct?
Yes, but there are many other signs.
No problem, but here we go. My friend, you got here, you got here. One by one.
So many things. And you must try to
Speak
deny.
it says here. It's almost there. Almost there. So, and your prophet, he says, he's almost coming here. Almost coming here.
Nakalagay na dito.
So he wasn't speaking that judgment will happen in his lifetime. And the sign of the judgment is starting is the moon splitting. How is it was such a stupid thing?
You know, a lot of people get Christian, they always they try to say actually, okay, Muhammad, he said there is a boy, he gonna get old, and then, but already it's been refuted.
My friend,
Like,
we have a topic. Please focus with me. How your God he claimed that the sign of the judgment day is the split of the moon and nothing happened.
maybe that split not happen yet. Clearly not happen yet.
So the moon is splitting did not happen yet?
Not the one for the hour.
So this one here, okay, so the one, okay, let us make it clear. The one in front of us is chapter 54, verse number 1. This is about something will happen in the future, not something happened already in the time of Muhammad.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Why, read it and tell me, give me your answer. I want an answer. Right.
Well, it looked like it says the hour draw near, so maybe it thought this to me looked like it's talking about current time. But we know that this is not like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
4 years. You cannot decide like what is eternity, what is not eternity. Level. Quran and Muhammad, they don't have to tell how many years. It can be 500, 5,000 years. It's a small time to Allah. You
Okay,
understand?
so
It's very,
yeah, it's a
very.
small time for Allah. But as you see here, the moon is split already. As what? As a sign of Judgment Day. It's a warning. So if it's going to be 10,000 years from now, so what's the point of the sign?
The point of the probably maybe what it's trying to say is there will be some big cataclysm with the moon
Okay.
in the judgment time.
I will help you more. I will help you more.
So
I will help you more to understand what's happening. Do you see my screen now?
I still see chapter 5.
Okay. Read with me this hadith. I will show you many of them. You know. Let us see this one. Read this one for me. Can you read it?
Ano, natanggal ba? Bigyan mo, baka hindi
Which one?
Kuya Christian, mamaya tayo.
If this young boy live, he may not grow very old. You will still last out from an asterisk. Okay.
Okay.
So why you show me this? He would not grow very old.
Okay. So Muhammad, there is a group of people in front of him, and one of them is a young boy. He said to them, this boy, he will not grow old before the hour, which means the judgment day will come.
And where this hadith is
This is Da'if hadith.
can you show me? Is it Daif? I don't even know if it's Daif.
It's Da'if, I think. What do you think? Do you think this hadith is strong or Da'if?
I think it's maybe it's Hassan.
It's Hassan. Yeah. Well, no, this is Sahih actually. This is Sahih Muslim. So what we will do now? So when you said to me,
Has Hassan ever report incorrect thing before?
Ito lang, yung sa ilalim lang.
Has Anas ever report incorrect thing before?
Anas, did he report any correct things before? Well, I don't think so, because I believe all Muslims, they never report anything is correct, including Muhammad. So don't ask me about how Muslims, if they are true witnesses or not, because I believe all of them, they lie to us about what their prophet do and what he said. But this is your problem, not my problem. This is Sahih Muslim, and the hadith here is so clear that this young boy, he will never grow old, and the day of judgment will come. So let us say he will not become 40 years old, because haram, it can be even 30 something, 35. So before he becomes 35, 40, judgment day will come.
And why do you think Rasulullah tell that? Because if you say and it's a lie, why he would lie?
Well,
Why he would lie?
because he's a false prophet.
So he just trying to scare everybody to follow his word? It don't make sense.
Well, it does not make sense to make a prophecy. He do not know. He says by the time they will find out, he will be dead anyway. This is the child for sure. He will live way more than Muhammad. You know, I mean Muhammad at that time he's already in his 60 almost. So this child will never become before he come over. And then the Muslim try to fix it and say, no, this is about those people who die. What die? It says the hour, the Sa'ah.
And maybe they're correct because he doesn't say like, okay, it's last hour of all mankind.
It says حتى تقوم الساعة. Here we go. Arabic is so clear. They're trying to fix it by their lies. حتى تقوم الساعة. There you go and search right away where the word ساعة. The second you say the word ساعة, الساعة, especially when you say الساعة. تقوم الساعة, تقوم القيامة. ساعة is the hour. I mean, you read when you put more clear. تقوم الساعة. تقوم coming from قيامة. And ساعة is the hour. Very simple. So when a Muslim tries to fix it, they make it a blind.
No, pero ibig sabihin,
So, so how you can explain that Jesus don't know the hour?
You see, now you are trying to change topic. First of all, when a Muslim he answers a question, right away he tries to divert any topic about Muhammad. So, do you agree with me first now that Muhammad here obviously do not know the hour and is a liar, and his God is not the God?
No, I just think this report is not, even it says Sahih, doesn't mean it's what actually happened. Because I go by Quran. I don't care
I
about.
just showed you the Quran. It says that, and you said to me that the moon splitting will happen in the future, correct?
Yeah, and there's no.
Yeah, but you Muslims, you Muslims, you have stories in the Hadith about the moon split already, and even the Quran says it's in the past tense. انشق القمر, it's a past tense, and the moon is split, not will split. The moon is split. You see it? This is your translation.
Split. I think maybe he's talk about eclipse.
Okay,
And,
so your prophet, you are saying to us now that your prophet, when he say split, he mean the eclipse. So how that is a sign of the hour? Eclipse happen every day. I mean,
my prophet predicts
always.
exactly who will die after him in the order.
My friend, this is after. This is 200 years. This is 200 years hadith written by Muslims, and already we know who died and who was not. Can you show me that in the Quran? Even Muhammad, he says, I know nothing about the future. Jesus is the only one who knows. So the Quran says.
You just try to twist.
I'm not twisting. This is what the Quran says, my friend. Does the Quran says that Muhammad he said, I know nothing.
Does the Quran says what?
I know nothing of the treasure of Allah. Does Muhammad says that? At the same time, the Quran says that Jesus, he knew the unseen. He can tell you even what you have in your houses. This is about seeing the unseen.
Jesus was crazy man walking around, and nobody witnessed his resurrection. Only some.
Okay, so you are saying to me now, Jesus. Okay, so you are saying to hold on.
There's no written person. Person wrote no reliable person. No, like Romans, nobody wrote okay, we put Jesus in crucifix, then 3 days later we saw him. It's only just some women, some unbelievable like his apostle who are already following his crazy cult. And you call Islam a cult, but we have much more evidence. Maybe you know what? Maybe Muhammad.
Okay, we will go with you. Listen. You are jumping from place to place. Let me show you how stupid what you just said. So you say nobody saw Jesus, right? And the cross, correct?
Nobody reliable from Jesus.
Okay.
They saw him on the cross, but they did not see him.
Is Allah reliable for you? Is Allah reliable for you?
Allah is, of course, is reliable.
Okay, that means you are a foolish man. You just insulted Allah. Because you said nobody saw there is reliable, and now that means whatever the Quran says, it's a lie. Because the Quran says, let me carefully, chapter 4, verse 157. They crucified him not, which means for sure, but Allah made it appear to them, and the Jews, they said, we killed him. So how many people witness all the Jews, and what the Jews, they say, we killed him? Allah, he confirmed that what the Jews say is true, but Allah, he made it appear to them.
But I said it's about
listen.
About who.
You said there's no witnesses, you said there's no somebody trustworthy, but the Quran says the opposite.
In Quran, we don't believe that. We believe Jesus. Maybe they saw Simon. Maybe they saw.
My friend, answer the Quran. Don't answer the questions now. Answer the Quran. When the Quran says that you as a Muslim, you should believe that the one who was on the cross, he appeared to the Jews to be killed. He appeared to the Jews to be killed. You said Simon?
Yeah, maybe it's Simon.
Okay, the origin of maybe. When you say to me maybe, you follow the God Mr. Maybe, or you follow God?
I follow God.
Okay.
Follow Allah.
Where Allah, he says to you that Allah, he replaced Jesus by someone else. Can you show me?
No, I cannot show you.
Okay,
But we know
so
that
hold
in
on,
Quran, we don't have to explain every
just wait.
one.
So you Muslims, you believe in fiction stories. So you Muslims say God, he called someone, make him look like Jesus. Where did the story from? Did your prophet say that?
Many sheikhs believe this. Many sheikhs.
Yeah, many sheikhs
I
because they are
listen to sheikhs
because they are potatoes and you are potato
and
too.
I think
Because I'm asking you now, look at this potato cult. I ask you where this story came from. You say many sheikhs believe in that. So shouldn't the sheikh they follow their prophet? Shouldn't the sheikh they follow the Quran? So if the Quran never said so, why you Muslim fabricate stories?
there is not one single fabricated story in
Okay,
Quran.
so you just said to me, you just said to me, you just say, we don't have, this story does not exist in our religion, this is a fabrication. Then did your God says to you that he replaced someone instead of Jesus?
All he says is they didn't crucify the actual Jesus.
No, actually, he said they crucified him because look what happened. He says the Jews they say we killed him. Allah he says we crucified him not. Who the Messiah? How? How that happened? He made it appear to them, which means crucifixion happened. To appear to them. So the Jews they were practicing crucifixion of Jesus.
Yeah, maybe Simon or maybe
So now you're trying to fix the stupidity of this verse. You're trying to go by maybe. So this is a religion of Mr. B, maybe. Maybe we're talking about Jesus' crucifixion. Was he or was not?
Your whole religion is a maybe, man. Your
How?
whole religion.
Oh, no. The Bible confirmed that Jesus was crucified. The Bible confirmed that Jesus was resurrected. The Quran itself says that the Jews, they say we killed him. So the Jews, they confirmed the death. And actually, I just played the video of Sheikh Amran saying, if we were to there, we will have the same conclusion. What conclusion? That the Messiah was crucified. The video in front of your eyes. If we were there,
Whoever
you shake, if he said, if we are there, if we were there, we as a Muslim, not me as a Christian. Huh? We are going to get the same conclusion that he died. So the Jews, they get conclusion of something happened for real. Because this is a true conclusion. Listen.
You can appear anything.
No, okay, no, hold on. The Jews, okay, hold on. Who is the one who made it appear to them?
Allah.
Okay. So did Allah lie to them?
Allah lied to who?
To the Jews, because he made them see it was Jesus.
Yes, because they're trying to kill.
Okay, so Allah, you know what you just said? Do you notice what you just said? I said to you, did Allah lie to them? He said yes, because the Jews trying to kill him. So Allah, in order to save somebody, he have to lie.
He tricked them because he cannot change their heart. His heart is.
Yeah, but by lying, yeah, correct?
Is it by lie? It's not like he got someone to come tell a lie.
It's a lie, because this is a lie. Tell a lie, this is bigger than a lie. This is the biggest lie in history. This is true. Because there's almost 3 billion human beings that believe now that Jesus was crucified. So if this was a lie, and who is the one who caused the lie to happen? Is Allah. So Allah is the best of the deceivers, is Satan. Who is the one who made the Christian believe in Jesus' crucifixion? Who is the one? Who is the one behind Jesus was in the cross story? Is it the Christian or Allah? Listen to the story here.
Can you repeat it again? Sorry.
When the Christian, they believe that Jesus was on the cross, and Allah is the one who made Jesus appear to be in the cross. Is it the fault of the Christian to believe in it, or the fault of Allah who made it appear?
It is the result of Allah make it appear. Because he said it.
So your God Allah is the one who deceived us and lied to us. So your God Allah.
We know Isa was the most righteous.
Okay, who is the one, let me ask you, who is the one who will get the benefit of making Jesus, or making people believe that Jesus died in the cross? Can you give me, who is the one who will get the benefit of that? Such a belief. Is that Allah or Shaitan? If somebody believes that Jesus, if somebody believes in Jesus in the cross, listen carefully to the question. If people believe that Jesus died in the cross, who is the one going to get the benefit of this story? Allah or Satan?
I don't see how shaitan gonna benefit. Why are you asking?
Okay. So,
How shaitan benefit?
okay. I thought Shaitan benefit from lies.
Well, according to you, shaitan works for Allah, so he do whatever
It's
Allah
not
wants.
according to me. It's not according to me. The Quran says so. Are you against the Quran now?
There is no verse in Quran says, "Oh, shaitan does."
Okay. Let us go
Allah
and see.
do
Let
this.
us go and see.
I
Quran.
think you're just making
My
that up.
friend, let us see. People will laugh in a
You're
second.
always telling lies about
Okay,
Islam
we will see. We will see.
You're not-
Hold on. Come on, take it easy. You know. Okay, listen. Here we go. This is the
Why
Quran.
always
Let me put the verse for you.
I'm not even
And then
Arab.
everybody will laugh. Everybody will laugh. Here we go. The Quran says that Shaitan he was deceived by Allah. Do you agree?
That shaitan deceived by Allah. Yeah, I'm sure.
And he is
Maybe
okay.
was.
Sure. He said, guys, did you hear it? He said, sure. Okay. So Allah,
Why are you not going to deceive shaitan?
Allah, he deceived
This is
Shaitan to
Allah's
become.
plan. You cannot try
Okay.
to understand all
Okay,
Allah's plans.
but by deceiving him, he became what? A believer, a good person, or a bad person?
Who's shaitan?
When Allah he decided to deceive Shaitan, what is the purpose of deceiving him?
I don't know, but shaitan, we don't care about shaitan.
Why you don't care for him? He's your cousin.
Shaitan used to be angel, now he's a jinn. Not my concern.
In Islam, you're obviously you're ignorant. In Islam, Shaitan is not an angel. He's a genie.
He used to be angel.
No, where?
See, I saw you take all my
Where you
brothers.
got this
You
from?
said, oh, he tried to bow down, but
Where you
why
got this
the
from?
cat?
Where you got?
Why the cat
where you
meow
got
and then
your
the dog
info?
bark?
Where you got your
But you
info?
know, we understand that he used to be angel, then he
Okay,
turned-
listen. Where it says that Shaitan used to be an angel.
Well, it is implied that he did not bow down to Adam, and then when he become banished to earth, he is a jinn. He become jinn.
Also, in the heaven he was angel, and then Allah, he made him a genie when he came to the earth.
Yes.
This is sound like a transgender story. No, this is not true. There's nowhere in the Quran that says that. What a foolish man.
But Allah can do that. You don't understand what
You are making things
Allah.
up. Okay, can you show me the verse? I'm listening.
Show you reference for what?
Like Allah, he made him
Allah,
that he was an angel. Can you show me where it says he was an angel? Because he was an
Can you
angel.
show me a reference that you tell everyone, oh, Muhammad, he raped this one, he raped Safiya, he raped everyone.
Sure, I can
But
show
there's
you.
no
Why not?
reference.
For
They
sure.
don't say,
Sure,
oh,
I can
this
show
guy
you
got
reference. No
raped.
problem. But why
Oh,
are you
he
changing
raped.
topic? Why you are changing
Nobody
topic?
says
I will
he
show you
raped.
reference. No problem. I will show you about
No, my
Sophia.
point is, you know why I don't need to show you reference? Because sometimes you don't have a reference.
Okay.
So why I need to give you a
Challenge me
reference?
for a reference. Go ahead. Make a challenge.
Show me.
What?
You like to tell everyone on here, you tell lies about Islam and say, oh, Muhammad, he raped many women, and okay, I will give you maybe, because we cannot prove Aisha understand what is intercourse at 9-year-old. So maybe, but also that is ancient time. It's like 7th century. So time is a little bit different. But you try to say like, oh, Muhammad, he raped Safiya.
Okay, so do you want me to show you that Muhammad he raped Safiya now? What do you want? I'm not sure what you want.
You do not. I guarantee you can only prove some. You cannot prove it in writing. Nobody gonna write. Oh yeah, Muhammad, he raped
So
her.
in front, okay, so in front of everybody, if I show you the reference and I need you read it yourself, what you would do?
If you show me reference, what?
About
You're gonna show me
about Muhammad,
something. You're gonna show me something.
about Muhammad raping Safiya, and not only Muhammad, the Muslim they rape Safiya too.
Maybe the other Muslim do it, but Muhammad he is not going to.
Okay, did Muhammad? So
Muhammad is
okay, my friend, no problem.
You don't understand.
No problem. So
You're Muslim.
you said, I cannot give you a reference. I want you to give me a promise. If I give you a reference right now and make you read it in front of you on the screen, are you willing to apologize for being a donkey?
Asan yung ano? Asan yung lock niya?
Okay, I will apologize, donkey, but I will also take it to
Hindi ah.
probably I will have to take for more
Gawa ka ng paraan.
interpretation, maybe Sheikh Usman or Hamza's Den or something because
Okay, I
you're
have,
not
I have an offer for you. I have an offer for you. Why you don't call those you call them sheikh, the arbitrators, they don't dare even to speak to me. Call them right now and let them join the conversation.
Well, I don't have their phone number. They're a very big person. I'm
They
just
are a very big person. You can see them in the street, the arbitrators. You know, this guy, he sells tomato sauce. What do you mean big person? Who are they? They don't even have a school. What big person? Who are they? I mean, they are nobody. What do you mean big? What do you
no,
mean they are
Sheikh
big person?
Usman you don't like Sheikh Usman because
My friend, I like
he
him very much. Okay,
converts
my
many
friend.
of the white people.
Sheikh Osman is the one who said that Muhammad was a pagan. Don't you know? Here we go. I can play the video for you.
He was a
It's in-
pagan before.
Okay,
Because
so
he didn't
Muhammad was
understand
pagan.
who-
Okay, so Sheikh Osman, he admit that Muhammad was pagan for 40 years of his life, correct?
Yes, because
Okay.
he did not know the
All right.
truth.
So
He did
Muhammad
not
was
understand.
worshipping. So Muhammad, you just said yes, and you agree with Sheikh Osman that Muhammad he was worshipping idol for 40 years. How he worshipped
Well,
idols?
actually, there is no reference
He
to prove
he
who
bowed
he
down to
worshipped
him. No, you are the one who
beforehand.
mentioned Sheikh Osman. Sheikh Osman, he agreed that Muhammad is not Abrahamic.
Yes,
He doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people.
We don't know.
He is not Abrahamic. He does not come from Abrahamic faith. This is what Sheikh Othman said. And this guy is not a sheikh, he's a potato. He's a coward. So listen what happened
He
now.
is a fake. He
Listen,
is
listen,
one
listen
of
what
the
happened.
fake.
If Muhammad was not Abrahamic, he become later Abrahamic?
Check mo kung may sulat.
Yes,
Okay.
because Jibril visited him
Thank
and
you.
then
Thank you. You
Khadija
see,
helped him understand
people will laugh at you
Khadija
and will laugh at Sheikh Othman. That's mean Muhammad is not from Ishmael. Because if he become later Abrahamic means to be from the children of
Wala,
Abraham.
walang sulat.
So Muhammad, when
But
Muslim
Bedouin
deny to
don't
us,
have
oh,
to
shut up,
be
shut up.
Abrahamic. Why?
Listen,
Hold on, hold
look
on,
what
hold on.
happened to
Why
you
do
now.
Bedouin
So
have to
Baka.
be-
Muhammad is
why
not
do Bedouin
Abrahamic.
have to be,
Muhammad is not Abrahamic. So Muhammad is a fraud. He is not from Ishmael. Because you just admitted that you agree with Sheikh Othman that he is not Abrahamic and he is not from the Abrahamic faith. So he has nothing to do with Abraham. So he is not from the children of Abraham. So you Muslim, you lie when you claim
Hold
that
on.
you are
Because
Muhammad is.
how he cannot be? How is that any proof that he is not related to Ishmael? Because you can lose Abrahamic way along the because how many thousand years ago is Ishmael? Maybe the Bedouin is not don't have to.
My friend, doesn't matter. I
maybe
don't care
pagan.
now. You see, you yourself, you confess now that Muhammad is not from Abraham. So you're Muslim, you lie to us, and Muhammad is a liar when he claimed that he is from
Okay,
Abraham and he is from the children.
Genealogy wise,
Meron na.
for his genetic, he is from Ishmael.
But you
But
just,
pagan
but you
came
just said, but you just said he
Arabian
is not
Peninsula,
Abrahamic. You
and
just,
they changed the
you just
Kaaba.
said, okay,
You
what
understand
his
they were
gene,
built-
what his
He
gene,
built
okay,
Kaaba,
okay,
and then
let me ask you, let me ask you.
And they changed Kaaba
Okay.
to be
Listen.
non-Abrahamic with idols, and that is why Rasulullah went
Muhammad.
and destroy all of those idols.
Muhammad,
Because
Muhammad.
he didn't know it's not his fault. He is born outside of it, and that is why we set everything correct.
Okay,
With,
Muhammad.
Kunin ko muna
listen,
yung
listen.
sasakyan ni
I
Jackie.
want you to focus with me. I want you to focus with me.
Papahatid na lang ako sa kanila.
fine, I focus.
Did the Quran confirm that Ishmael he went to Mecca?
Yes,
Okay. You agree, right, that Ishmael and Abraham they were there.
yes, and
So
they built
who,
Kaaba.
so who was the first messenger who was sent to Mecca? Abraham and Ishmael, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
Yes.
So how you explain to me Muhammad saying that before Muhammad there was nobody came to Mecca?
What do you mean? He said
What do
nobody.
you mean? The Quran says that there's nobody came to Mecca before. There's no messenger.
And I cannot remember where it is written that Ishmael came to build.
I will show you, no
Kaaba.
problem. I remember, you don't
He did.
remember. You don't remember, I do. Okay? Here we go. This is your prophet.
My prophet who predicted,
Chapter.
he predicted all the building in the
Yeah, he predicted. Yeah, we will see that. People are laughing. So, did anyone came to Mecca before?
I see Arabic. I cannot read. You're showing Arabic.
Read the chapter 34, verse number 44.
One second. Okay, I read Yusuf Ali. But we had not given them books which they could study, nor sent messenger to them before thee as warners.
So, how Abraham was there and Ishmael, I ask you, everybody my witness, I ask you, was Abraham and Ishmael there? They came to Mecca, you said yes?
Well, they built Kaaba, but they did not have book or scripture to spread to the people.
No,
and also,
no,
I don't think many
they
people
have
live
book,
in
they have books. No, they have books. Here we go. This is your Quran says Suhuf Ibrahim and Musa. So Abraham, he have a book. Here we go.
Pakita mo yung mga yan.
This is your book. You're just trying to backtape your stupid prophet. Chapter 87, verse
Tignan
number
mo kung talagang
19.
nakalapat.
The scriptures of
Kasi
Ibrahim
kung hindi niya
and the
nakalapat,
scriptures of Musa. Suhuf is
Susuliin
even
ang lalabas
pages. So how Abraham he came to Mecca and with him is Ishmael. And the other verse in the Quran says, well, Muhammad, he was the first one sent here. And before you, nobody gave them books or scriptures or no messengers came to. You see the stupidity?
Maybe they did not come to be messenger, but they came only to construct.
No, the Quran says that Abraham, he said to his people, what are you talking about? Come on, my friend. He spoke, he built the Kaaba, he had his children, he had his children, and he taught his children. So Abraham, he did not speak to his people, that would be funny. So when the Muslims, they claim that Muhammad is a prophet, he went to Mecca, and Abraham was there, and he is the one who built the Kaaba, and Allah, he sent him, and he gave him books, as you see, and then we find that the Quran says there's no books was given to people of Mecca, and they never have any messenger before Muhammad. Muhammad is the first one. And this is again chapter 87, verse number 8.
Whole chapter because
Read it, no problem, read it, read it. Okay, chapter 87, my friend, chapter 87, verse number 19. And the other chapter here is a chapter 34, verse number 44. Muhammad is a fraud.
44, let me read. I already read this one. And their predecessors rejected the truth. See? So he was there, the predecessor rejected the truth. They had not received a tenth of what we had granted to those yet.
My friend, so what's saying? Hold on, this is even more stupid. Because the one before them refused the truth, but he just told them, we never gave them the truth before.
I think you are not interpreting correctly.
My friend, you can open any interpretation you want. Muhammad, it says here, thought we did not give them any scriptures that they might have to study, nor we did send them any warner before you. Never, never.
So what does Ibn Kathir say about this?
Ibn Kathir says,
a lot more than
okay, so listen now. If I show you Ibn Kathir, are you going to cry and you say, I don't accept Ibn Kathir, or you accept Ibn Kathir?
I accept Ibn Kathir, I accept maybe Ibn Abbas.
Okay, let us listen to this. So, the Quran says it clearly, that we never sent a warner to them before you. Who is the one can explain that? Is
He's talking about hold on. He's saying like in Muhammad's lifetime, he did not send it. It's not like, I didn't send it.
So even this one, it's confusing to that dude. Even this one, he can't explain it. Even this one, Ibn Kathir. Why Ibn Kathir? You have extra information?
Ibn Kathir is a good source of information.
Isn't Ibn Kathir the same person who says that the sperm is coming from the ribs of the women? You accept him now?
He didn't say ribs of the women.
He said that, and he agreed with the Quran. The Quran says,
backbone and ribs, and if you look at testicle is in front of the backbone. You're not. You're just
The
going for
testicles
smoke.
are in the front of the backbone. When the last time you looked at your testicle, my friend? Do you have any?
Of
It's
course, I
called the
have it.
backbone. I
Much
mean, it's in the
larger
back.
than
It's in
all
your,
the
it's in your,
Christians
my
together.
friend, my friend,
Put the Christians together, all their
my
testicle
friend.
is smaller than mine.
You Muslims,
And Muhammad,
your anus, your backbone
was
extends
testicle.
beyond your anus. I mean, what do you mean? What are you talking about? You have your anus.
No, okay,
The end of the backbone is your anus. Hello, there's a hole there. Abdul, listen carefully. And then the testicles are in the front.
Yes, in the
Okay,
front.
so now
but
again,
still
we
in
will
front of the
go there and we will
backbone.
laugh. We will go there and we will laugh. And actually, do you want to show you right now about the bigger theory? You will die laughing. You will say, I don't accept him. You want to show you?
I will accept Ibn Kathir. Why you always say, oh, you won't accept, you won't? I
Because
always
you will
accept
not.
my
Okay, let
copy.
us make an experiment. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. I will put it for you on the screen. In 2 seconds, you will say, I don't accept Ibn Kathir. This is not true. Just wait. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. Read for me. I will wait for you on the screen. And people will die laughing.
Why
right
you
now.
never call the sheikh? Why you never
Give
call
me their number. Give me their Skype to call them. Here we go. Just name the sheikh for me. Tell me he is willing to call you and talk to you. I will call him right now. Let's just speak about Give me his Skype. Okay, give me his Skype. Stop crying. How am I going to call him? My friend, stop crying. Bring your
You pick on
bring
people
your
not studied like you.
bring this potato.
But
My friend, he
as
is
soon
the
as
one.
you have to debate
Stop.
Muhammad Hijab, you're gonna get
He
busted.
ran away. I called him 7 times. He hung up on me in less than 5 minutes. Go watch it. It's in YouTube. The coward, he ran away. He
That
will not
was
even let me
years
ask any
ago.
question.
Why you not do it now? It's like
I can do it anytime. He hung up on me. The coward did not let me talk. He
that was
called
one
me
time.
names.
How come you're
My
not
friend,
trying
all
again?
of you are a bunch of potatoes. My Skype is open. Listen. You were able to call me so easy, correct? So why they cannot? Give me their Skype, I will call them. Shut up. Listen.
They don't want to be on your platform.
Read with me. Let me get to you. It says, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, which is referring to her chest. You said this is not true, and this is Ibn Kathir, and you said you accept Ibn Kathir. According to Ibn Kathir, women, they have a sperm, sexual fluid, coming from the location of the necklace, actually, not only the chest. And you said you will accept whatever Ibn Kathir is saying. Read it. You accept that?
Hold on, your screen not showing. It says, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman, which is referring to her chest. Shabib bin Bihir quoted from Ikrimah, who narrated from Ibn Abbas that he said, proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs. What he's talking about? Maybe he's talking about sexual fluid that is from breast, right? That is milk.
God talking about intercourse. Intercourse. When you Muslims, when you have sex with your wife are different from the rest of mankind. Your wife, only Muslim wives, they have sexual fluid coming from their chest. Is that true?
And what year?
According to Muslims, only Muslim women, they have a breast testicles. Your wife, are you married? Your wife, she have a breast testicles. She don't have boobs. She have breast testicles. Read it. It says it clearly. The backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman. Between bracket, the fluid. The women of the fluid of the women is yellow, fine in texture. The child will not be born except from both of them, i.e., their sexual fluid. So what makes the child? There's a sexual fluid come from the women's breasts, and there's sexual fluid come from the backbone of the man. And the
Where
child.
does this narration come from? Who they're quoting in the narration?
You said Ibn Kathir, you accept Ibn Kathir, and you said to me you will not accept Ibn Kathir. I said to you, you will not accept Ibn Kathir in 2 seconds. You will say, why you are saying that? I will accept Ibn Kathir. So now you are questioning, where do you think it's from?
I'm not saying I don't accept, I just want to understand.
Okay, so do you accept that your God, Allah, He is saying the truth, that sperm of the man coming from the backbone, there's no testicles, may Allah bless your testicles, and women,
No,
she
I
have
think
testicles in
Rasulullah maybe said
and
that,
Allah.
but not Allah.
This is the Quran. You're the one who said to me, I accept Ibn Kathir. Ibn Kathir is explaining the Quran.
Which Quran verse this one is?
Which Quran verse? I mean, يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. This is chapter 86, verse number 6 and 7.
Okay, let me check my actual website. Which one? Chapter 86?
86, verse number 6 and 7. You can read the whole chapter. I mean, the whole chapter is few verses. Very funny.
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, he was created from a fluid emerging from between the backbone and the ribs. Who is talking about here?
He's talking about the breast testicles. So you Muslim females, I'm not trying to make fun, by the way, but this is what the Quran is saying. So Muslim women, they are the only one, their boobs are not boobs, they are testicles. They are round, yes. They have nipple, yes. But the reality is, according to the Quran, those are not boobs, those are testicles. So you, Muhammadan, you are married to men. You're not married to women. They don't have boobs. Christian women, they have breast. Muslim women, they don't.
Actually, I'm looking at diagram right now. Semen vesicle is between backbone and the ribs. Testicle is lower, but seminal vesicle.
My friend, this is talking about two individuals, not one person. One is the man and one is the women. I remember you are the one who said to me, why you are saying I want to accept the kathir? Why you are saying that this is the kathir? It's your sheikh, the one you like. We just gave him a call, he answered. The only religion who tell the truth about women, it's Islam. I told many people, don't get married. Those women they're men, they have breast testicles. You know, you will see a guy like he is excited, he want to take his wife to the bedroom, and now she's taking off her bra. Like that, what the heck? Those are testicles, you idiot. They are not breast.
They were created from a spurting fluid stemming from between the backbone and the rib. You know what? I'm gonna open my Quran because you showing website. I'm gonna look. Give me 1 second. And what's your point? Okay, so maybe.
What do you mean? What's my point? All the conversation until now, you did not get my point. Your prophet is a liar. This is Quran. This is Allah speaking. Who is the God who will believe that women they have a breast testicles and their sexual fluid coming from their nipples? Do Muslim women have orgasm from their nipples?
Why you said this? So what's your point? Like what's your
again? What's your point? You know that dude, when he is dizzy, he just say a word from his mouth just to say anything. What do you mean? What's your point? I just told you. You just gave me that question again and again. What's your point? Let me repeat. You're a stupid God. He can't be God because he think that women they have sexual fluid coming from their ribs. This is stupid. How God he say that? What kind of God he say that? Even Shushu Mumu God did not say that. I mean, the shish kebabs did not say that. Even Mr. Donkey did not say that. I mean, how stupid this God is. He's trying. Now, Muhammad suddenly he became professor in physiology and biology. And Allah is the one who taught him. And then we look, this is stupid. This is very dumb.
Hold on. Let me read whole Surah 86. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, by the sky and the night visitant therein. And what will explain to you what the night visitant is? It is the star of piercing brightness. There is no soul but have protected over it. So he's talking about star. He's talking about night visitant.
Well, this is how stupid your prophet is. I mean, what the stars have to do with the nipples now? You see, you're a prophet is a disconnected man. He is suffering from the flight of thoughts. So what the stars have to do with the nipples and testicles?
Listen, let me read, okay? Can you let me?
You're reading. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
Okay, but
What is stars? What is stars? What is the connection? What is the connection, my friend? What is the connection between the stars and testicles?
He is talking about star piercing brightness.
So what does have to do with the topic after it? Why you start talking about testicles?
Now let man but think from what he is created. He is created from a drop emitted, proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs. Surely Allah is able to bring him back to life. The day that all hidden things shall be made manifest, man will have no power and no helper. By the firmament which returns in its round, and by the earth which opens out for the gushing of springs or the sprouting of vegetation.
Okay.
Behold, this is the world that distinguishes good from evil. It is not a thing for amusement. As for them, they are but plotting a scheme and planning a scheme. Therefore, grant a delay to the unbelievers. Give respite to them gently. So this is unambiguous. This is ambiguous verse. You understand that
Ambiguous.
you don't know that Allah put.
Let me ask
There
you.
are verses that
How
are
it's
not
ambiguous?
literal.
How it is ambiguous? And Ibn Kathir is giving it interpretation.
It says here, you don't need interpretation. It's in the. He's not
You
interpreting
are
the
the
word
one
of.
who said, why you are laughing when I say to you, I accept Ibn Kathir. You forgot?
I accept Ibn Kathir.
Okay, so then
but
accept
you
Ibn
don't have
Kathir
to
and stop
do
playing
any
games. Okay, my
special
friend.
interpretation
Okay.
because this is an ambiguous verse.
It's not ambiguous because he have explanation for it. How it's ambiguous, Mr. Ambiguous, and you give it interpretation. I mean, what's wrong with those Muhammadan?
Why you call us Muhammadan?
Because you're a
We are
Muhammadan. You
not
follow Muhammad, you don't follow Allah.
You believe in baby who get his diaper changed.
Okay, it's you who believe in a baby who have no diaper according to the Quran. Jesus in the cradle, he speak as adult, mature. So you are accusing your God Allah of being a liar. Muhammad, he was 40 years as a pagan, as Sheikh Uthman Potato said, the tomato sauce guy, and you agreed. So Jesus, he never was and never be
Okay,
a
I
person.
need to research this. I will apologize. I don't have adequate explanation for it.
Okay, but I made a condition for you. I said if I show you, you would agree that you're a donkey. And you promised.
I have to be donkey.
So,
fine, but you're okay. I will admit I'm donkey.
I want to hear it. I
You're
want to
a
hear
donkey
it.
too.
I want to hear it. Say, you made a promise that you will say you are a donkey if I show you. And now it's time for you to say that you are a donkey. Please, keep your promise. You're a man. Respect yourself.
Okay, I'm donkey until I can get further.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Donkey, for calling me. Let your Mr. Mule, Mr. Osman call me. Okay. We will wait. We will wait. Muslim, they complain. Why this guy don't talk? Let them talk to me. Let your mule. You are a donkey. He's a mule. Let us see if he can do better. Is it my fault? You, Sheikh, are a bit of the mules. You are a donkey. That doesn't change anything. Still the same family. You know, this vision is stupid. Who's next? At least he is, I respect on him that he keep his promise. The rest of the Muslims, they don't. I mean, this guy, he keep his promise. That's good. This is real. They don't do that usually. Do we have any Muhammadan want to say anything? It's very stupid cult, very stupid religion. Who in the world want to believe in such a garbage? And this is the God you want to convince me to believe in? The penis God, the vagina God, the breast God? And now, do you understand why I'm still single? I'm not going to marry a woman, take her to the bedroom, take off her clothes, and then what? What the heck? She have 2 testicles. I'm terrified. I'm literally terrified. Because I believe Allah tell you the truth. And Muhammad, he confirmed where the sexual fluid coming from, and he confirmed that it is fine, and the women's sexual fluid, it's fine in yellow. And if you ask any doctors, they will say to you, if a woman, she have such a yellow, that means she have a sexual infection. Why it is yellow? I don't care who want to call me. Text me if you are a Muslim only. If you are not, don't text me. I will block you. Anyone? All those you call them sheikh, they avoid speaking to me. They are tomato sauce. They bleed from nobody touching them. Any Muhammadan? You know, there's things Muhammad, he said, we cannot deny it, it's true. As an example, Shaitan, he fought a lot when he heard the Muslims say Allahu Akbar. I mean, me, myself, I understand. It must be true. Because this is how it makes sense, the word of the Quran. See, some people, they are burning the Quran. I don't know why. Fart at it. Don't burn it. By the way, be careful. Fart is a flammable. Look what Muhammad said. This is the prophet of God. The expert of farting. Prophet, he said, Abu Hurairah, the father of the cat, he said, Idawa boys already refuted the backbone. No, they did not. I get them. Basel, go watch my videos. The guy in this Idawa stupid channel, a bunch of kids, he said that the word backbone obviously means his penis. The backbone is a bone. Go check that. He said if we look at the dictionary, for the word backbone, it means the penis, the main member. So, they can say everything. Anyway. He refuted it already. As you can see, we have people, and those guys in YouTube, they know how because they're going to beat the penis. Suddenly the backbone become a penis. Why? The Muslim penis is made of bone. Is that the new discovery? This is why the wife of Muhammad, she called his penis ponytail. What the heck with this religion? They come to us with stories. You don't know from where. Read carefully. Muhammad said, when Shaitan hear the call to prayer, he turns his back. Look at the Shaitan. Not only he's in a far, he has to turn his back at Allah. What the heck? And he break wings. That's really deep. But this guy is asking me again, why you did not show me? You know, this guy is asking for more.
Howard, why you hang up on your call?
Because we are done, I thought, but now you are asking me.
You didn't give more proof because you said, okay, fine. You know what? I admit I'm a man. I admit, okay, I cannot explain this 86. But you say, I saw it in the Bible. Hold
on.
If they rape somebody, you just have to marry them.
You just sent me a text. You just sent me a text saying you did not show me that Muhammad he raped Safiya.
That's correct. You run away like
okay. So let us take another comment. If I show you now that Muhammad he raped Safiya, how are you going to say? I don't want you to say that you are a donkey. How are you going to say to me that Sheikh Osman is a donkey?
Well, I'm not, I don't know him personally.
No problem, but you are learning from him.
Well, that's because, you know, he had 3 people come, David Wood,
They did not debate. They are talking about philosophy and stupid things. A bunch of kids, all of them. I'm asking you now. If I show you that you're a prophet, he did rape Safiya, with a clear evidence, are you willing to call the one who is your favorite a donkey?
Actually, he's not my favorite.
Who's your favorite?
Which one you want?
Who's your favorite?
Well, I watched the Hamza then, and he...
Hamza? The guy who sell burqa?
Yeah, the guy he sell hijab, but you know, it's okay for a guy to sell hijab for his deen.
No, it's not okay. No, it's not okay. This is not Islamic, because a man, he should not be the man who sell to women. Especially women, they are coming to buy hijab. You know, those
what
are...
do you mean you cannot sell to women? That is...
No, you cannot. You cannot. Do you remember the story? Do you remember the story of Nabhan Tammar?
No, enlighten me.
Nabharat Tamar, a woman, she came to him to the store. He said to her, get inside the store so I can show you better stuff. She went inside, he started touching her vagina and her breast. And then he went to the prophet, he said, I did with this woman everything the man he do with the women, except sexual intercourse. The prophet, he said, it's okay.
Prophet said it's okay.
Yeah. He said, Allah, he forgave all sin except a lemon, and this is a lemon.
I don't know this. I just know that Hamza, he destroyed one of your disciples. He called the Hamza's den, and he said, oh, Hamza asked him, what is the reward for rape in the Bible? It's to marry, you get to marry the girl you rape. So actually your whole religion
Okay,
is
hold
okay.
on. Okay, if I show you that all Muslim countries, hold on, just to show you how stupid this Hamza is. First of all, it is not a reward for the person who rape a woman to marry her. That's a lie. This guy's a potato.
Oh, that is what
Let him
I'm
call me and I will get him busted. Secondly, what if I show you right now, that you Muslims in all Islamic countries, they practice forcing the man who rape a woman to marry her? Do you challenge me?
Forcing the man who rape a woman
to marry her. Islamic countries, not Christian countries.
You spread lies already about rape. You say
okay, hold on, here we go. Let me show you in the screen. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
And you're afraid of Hamza.
Hold on. We'll go one by one. One by one. We don't say things one by one.
And you coward, you don't show nothing.
Okay, let's see. I will show it. Here we go.
And you won't admit that you
all right.
You're afraid. You don't call
all right. Read for me. This is your religion and this is your Sharia law. Outrage after Sharia law the court ordered the rapist to marry 13 years old victim. Read it.
Is it on the screen?
Yes. This is Sharia law. This is not any law. This is according to Islam.
Sharia law from your fake, you have fake degree in Sharia law, fake one?
If I have a fake degree, how come I'm busting all the Muslims then? You will go to the front of your eyes like it's a This is the Sharia law in Malaysian country, it's an Islamic country run by Sharia law, that a person will rape a child, she is 13 years old, they order him to marry her. This is according to us. This is according to
in 2013. You're going to bring one case from some corrupt
No, not one
judge.
case. I just searched and Google. All Islamic countries brought to the potato. Okay, let me show you more. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, Marines, rapist, Arab countries. Hold on. Here we go. All Arab countries, they order that. Here we go. This is your Islamic website. Okay. And this is a Muslim woman. She is making the article. Read with me. This is a Muslim. This is a Muslim women. Muslim women making the article. Marrying your rapist law changing in Arab countries, reforming culture or explore others. All Islamic countries they practice forcing the marriage into rapist. This is not in the Bible, you liar. In the Bible says, if a man he lay with a woman and she did not scream, ask him for help. That man and that woman, if they are not married, he have to marry her. And not only that.
Oh, that's what it is.
Listen, potato. Now, let me ask you. See, so the Bible gives details about rape and the punishment. There's a death penalty there. What is the punishment of rape in the Quran? 0.
What you showing me?
I'm showing you your articles. This is Muslim article made by Muslims. Muslim countries, they practice marrying the rapist to the victim. I can show you tons of those. Until now, Yemen,
And why is
Tunisia,
it?
Morocco, Algeria, Syria, Iraq, Egypt, you name it. All of them, they practice the same thing. The rapist, he married the one who he raped. So when you're Hamza, he says something, we laugh at him because he's a potato, he's a donkey. We do not know what religion he belonged to. And now let me ask you in front of everybody, if there is a single verse in the Quran against rape.
I don't think rape is really mentioned in Quran.
Okay, are you saying to me your God is stupid Allah? You have time to tell us about.
Have respect. Have respect.
Hold on, I don't respect Islam, and you know that. You don't call me if you ask me for
Well,
respect.
I don't respect your crazy.
Okay, don't respect me, no problem. Here we go. Listen. Here we go. This is the rapist Muslims. This is the rapist Muslims, and I will show you from the Quran. It's allowed even to force people into rape. Let me show you.
It says it's changing.
From the
They're
Quran,
changing.
hold on. And not only you don't marry them. I wish you marry them here. Here you force them to rape to make money from them. Let us read together. Read and laugh. Is that your Quran or this is my book? Remember, you call yourself already a donkey, so.
I'm waiting for you.
If I call you a donkey, don't be upset. I mean, already you deserve a
I'm
title.
not upset.
This is the chapter 24, verse number 33. Is it true, it says, that you can force your daughters into prostitution and Allah is all merciful? There is no penalty.
What is the verse?
Chapter 24, verse number 33. When you force them into prostitution, this is rape. Because it says you force them. Force them not. And if you force them...
Those who cannot afford to marry keep themselves chaste until Allah enriches them out of His bounty. Okay. How that,
what translation would you like me to show you? What is your favorite translation?
Put it on the screen.
What translation you like? Because you might make an excuse, say I don't like this translation.
No, I'm not making excuse.
Okay.
I never made one excuse.
All right, read.
Those who cannot afford the marriage should be continent. They should be content.
You can read here. Don't waste my time. And force not your maids into prostitution, if they desire chastity, in order that you make money, gain, from it. And then, but if any of you compels them, which means force them into prostitution, and after such a thing, Allah is all merciful. Here we go, Muslim men, they are forcing their maids and their servants and their slaves into prostitution. If there is any penalty, no. Those women are forced into rape. You throw the women into a house or a room of a
force not.
Yes, but there's no penalty. Force them not. And if you force them, Allah is all merciful.
If they desire chastity.
There's a video made by the guy, his name is Fifi and he's a friend. You can find it in Suku Film. And the title is, it sound like.
Why you want to respond to Fifi?
Hold on.
Fifi make 100 videos to refute
they said, it looked like Allah gave us a license for prostitution. Read it, watch it. It's in Suku Film. Somebody will post the link for you. So they agree. I don't play it because it's not worth it. They're a bunch of kids. So it looked like Allah gave us permission to do prostitution. Not only that, here we find that He gave you a proof to do prostitution.
Forgive.
Listen.
What forgive mean? It means you did something wrong and you forgive. It's
where's
not
the penalty? I mean, the women, they are raped. The Muslims are forcing them to be raped. Those are women, they don't want to do it.
Okay.
And what kind of religion? Okay, but did you ask
what? If I am a prostitute and I have the sex, am I being raped or I'm doing voluntarily?
She is a slave, but voluntarily. He forced her, it says, and if you force her, Allah is all merciful, forgiving. You force her. Didn't you punish the one who forced her? And not only that, now He's giving them a license. If she agree, it's okay. If she don't agree, Allah is more merciful. In either way, it's okay.
And it's only if they cannot afford a wedding dowry.
So you are saying to me that you Muslims, if you cannot afford the wedding, you can go to a sex slave, you force her into sex, you take her to bed, you rape her, and you pay the owner money. This is Islam.
Only if you cannot afford the dowry.
Exactly.
And
If you can, guys,
this
if
is,
you cannot afford the dowry,
year 600.
Muslims, look
This
how
is year 600.
look how decent they complain about the Bible making the man who slept with the women marry her, but they don't complain about opening a pimp house by the name of Allah and put Allah in the top. And the Muslim, they have a license to open a pimp house as long as the girl she agree, it's okay.
Yes, fine.
The Soho in England is run by
That's not a
Muslims.
rape, though.
The Soho,
But that is
the
not a
Soho
rape.
in
That is a
Turkey, the Soho in
prostitution.
Turkey, the pimp house of Turkey is all over. And what is the excuse? The person of the Quran says we can open a pimp house as long it says here if they agree. Force them not. But if you force them, it's okay too. There's no penalty.
So what you want from me? To say,
What I want from you, that to potato, the one you call it Hamza, is my joke. You know, we laugh at those people, don't you see?
If you ever called Hamza, he will
Give me
thank
his
you.
Skype, I will call him right now.
I will find Skype in a couple of days.
No, you can
But
find
he's not
it now,
going to
not in a
call.
couple of days, because you will go, he will never give you a Skype. I want you to text him in the
Well,
chat.
I'm not his friend. I don't talk.
Don't tell him the reason. Don't tell him the reason, promise me. Don't tell him the reason. Tell him, I want to text you, brother. Is that fair, guys? And you give me Skype immediately, and I will call him. Now.
I will try. I don't have
Okay,
contact.
go and get it. I'm
But I will
waiting for
try.
you. Go. Why I will try? Is it impossible? So you listen to them, but you cannot ask them for your Skype? What the heck is this religion? They are brave. They don't dare. They are very much intimidated. They knew their size. They knew they are talking to. They will talk to anyone else. How come they are willing to talk to anybody except me? They put all kind of excuses in order to avoid talking to me. Can you believe? What a coward cut. What a coward cut. Potatoes. Then they say to you, why you say potatoes? What do you think I will say potatoes for? Okay, hold on. He's asking for the rape of Safiya now, hold on. Let us go back to Safiya. Now, I don't want to waste your time and my time. You said to me you want to see the reference for the rape of Safiya, correct?
I want to see it.
All right.
Sahih reference.
All right, I will show it to you from Sahih reference. Here we go.
You cannot give it. You don't have.
This is the book of Asir al-Nabawiyya, Ibn Hisham. Variant number 2, page number 340. You're a prophet, he raped Safiya, and he had a guard in his tent. After he killed her people, he took her to a tent, and right away he started raping her. And a Muslim guy, he stand next to the tent.
No.
Okay, hold on, let me show you. You don't know English, I know. I will use English translation. Here we go, English translation. Read, potato. It's in front of you. Muhammad, he took the women, he took her to his tent. The man, he was guarding Allah Messenger in the tent. Who is in the tent? Muhammad and Safiya. Why she's there? Listen, why she's there? He just killed her family 10 minutes ago.
Yes, because they attacked the Muslim first.
Okay, hold on. You said to me, you want me to prove to you that he raped Safiya, didn't you?
Yes, that's not proof.
Okay, that's right. Well, she is in his tent. He took her to his tent. And then, look, we have a guy, he was guarding the tent. Muhammad, he came back and he spent the night at his in outside. This is Google translation, out the tent. And then when Muhammad finished raping Safiya, he went out and he said to him, he was wearing his sword, he's ready to kill. He said to him, why you are here? Abu Ayyub, he said, well, I feared for you from this woman. She was a woman who you had killed her father, her husband, and her people, and she is an infidel. She was what? Infidel. You killed
So
who?
where does it say he raped her? That doesn't say he raped.
I feared from this woman she will kill him. Obviously, he's raping her. Well, otherwise, why he would fear? A woman,
This is
listen,
not
listen,
a
Abdul,
proof of a
listen,
rape.
potato, listen. If somebody killed you and killed your father and then took your sister, I'm not trying to insult you, just give me an example. Do you think your sister will be happy to sleep with that man? Or she will try to kill that guy?
Well,
If she
we
can.
believe that she became like a mother of believers because she understands that
So you see, you said to me, I challenge you to show me the reference. Now the reference in front of you, you're a prophet, he raped her without her agreeing. Did she say you can take me? Did she say you can kill my parents? Did she say you can have sex with me? The filthy guy did not even wait for the second day.
It does not say that.
It says
she did
that,
not
read the whole
consent to
story. It says here the whole story. Later, he took her home and later he made her his wife. But he killed her parents, he killed her brother, he killed her husband.
Because it's a battle. It's
Just
a
shut
battle.
up. What battle, man? You Muslims, you drink a lot of bottles yourself. Bottles of urine. Disgusting man. In the Old Testament, when they capture a woman slave from war, they shave her hair for 6 months, so no man will have a desire to her. And if the man, he want to sleep with the woman, he have to marry her, not to sleep with her. He have to marry her. She have to be his wife. Potato disgusting code. So look what we discover. They have a license to be pimps. They have a license to force women into prostitution. And they have a 0 verse in the Quran about rape. 0. This God, he have no time to tell us, to make a verse about rape, but he have time to tell us about Suleiman. He was walking in the valley. He heard one of the ants. She said to the other ants, please hide. Suleiman will crush you. And Muhammadan, stop telling me why you don't talk to this guy and that guy. My Skype is open. All of you can talk to me. Isn't it obvious that you, Potato, Abdul, they are scared, terrified to talk to me? So you blame me? Give me their Skype, I will call them. What do you want me to do? Sophia cannot control what the man and her family do. Who care about it? Guys, Sophia is a girl. She is a Jew. Obviously, her belief is a Jew. You kill her people, and then you take her to your tent after 5 minutes. And now Sophia, she don't care for those things. She loves Muhammad. She's in love with Muhammad. She is just a bride. She just get married, actually. She is a fresh bride. And yeah, she converted to Islam willingly. Well, she is a slave now. She's raped already. Converted to Islam willingly. Do we have any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan would like to give us a call? Give it a try. Muhammad Nasif, a friend, you agreed to call yourself a donkey. I'm so proud of you. And now I want you to go and get the Skype of those ones who claim that they can refute us. If they refuse to give you their Skype, obviously they are a bunch of potatoes. I'm giving my Skype to everybody, including you, you have it. If they refuse to give their Skype to Christian Prince so that you can call them, it's obvious that they knew their size, they knew how small they are. They knew that they are no match, and they knew that they have a false religion. Because even if a Christian Prince is so strong and you are so weak, but if Allah is God and He is with you, you will win. Don't you? Any Muhammadan? Christians, did we have a good time learning about the cult of this religion? The stupidity of this cult? They fool you, they try to make it sound like a religion. Islam is not a religion. Islam is a collection of other religions. Muhammad is a person who hijacked all kinds of religion around him. The Kaaba from the Arab, the black stone from the Arab, and from the Hindus, and all garbage he collect around him. Some from the Christians, some from the Jews, some from the Hindus, some from the Sabian, some from everybody. This is a religion of a three-son. The three-son prophet. So he can confuse you. In one hand, he claimed that he is Abrahamic. In the second hand, he don't believe in Abrahamic teaching. We have a God, his name is Allah. And this God is not a spirit. But the God of Abraham, he says right away, God and his spirit. The God of Abraham, he came to Abraham as a man. The Muslims didn't believe that God of Abraham came as a man. He is a hijacker, fraud, liar. He used names which you approve so he can fool you. It's like a scam person. He come to your door wearing the uniform of the cable company. You have an ID from the cable company, so you open the door for him and you say, oh, Cookie, my modem is in the bedroom. You go to the bedroom, he take all your jewels and he run away. Thinking that you open the door to who? To a cable guy. Muhammad is the cable guy, but he is the scam one. His cable is not connected except to his penis. But isn't it obvious that this religion, claiming that if you believe in me, I will give you endless penis, a lot of sex, slave for sex? What kind of God is God? This is not God. Only mentally ill people accept such a reward, because the reward is based in abusing others. What is justice? Even the heaven is based on abuse. You know, we are struggling against abuse. A human being, he abused other human being. Male, he abused the female. Sometimes females, they abuse the male, actually, especially in the Middle East. Man or man, they beat the hell out of them. But Islam approves abuse. It's based on abuse. If you ask the Muslim, the 80,000 little boys who Allah, he promised you in the heaven of Allah, isn't it this is a child abuse? What kind of a person he agree to have little boys to serve him? Is that fair? Boys are created just to be slaves for eternity. Abuse. Even their heaven is based on abuse. Women, they are jailed in their tents and their bedrooms just to F them, excuse my language. Abuse. The reward, the heaven of Allah is the heaven of abuse. By the way, you can make this part a video by itself. You name it, the religion of abuse. Because our video is long, cut to pieces. Each topic. If you ask yourself, why does God even he create women and why they will be jailed? قاصرات الطرف. What قاصرات الطرف mean? They are going to be jailed, restrained. Where? In their tents. الخيام. What khiyam mean? Tent. And by the way, because this God is a Bedouin God, I think even heaven have tents, literally. Chapter 55, verse number 72. The Houris, the beautiful fair females, restrained in their tents. Even in heaven, the Muslims are worried that the wife, she will go out and she will sleep with the neighbor. Do you see the sick mentality? They don't trust their women. You see the burqa and the women walking behind you, and the woman, she cannot walk alone in the street. All of this is based on one thing. There's no trust. But there's no marriage. She's a property. He have her. You need to control her until he sell her out again, or divorce her, or she die. So he jail her, he restrain her, he put her. All of this is a form of restraint. Inside the burqa, inside the house, inside the doors, behind the windows. And even in heaven, women are restrained. Why? Because Muslim men, they are not self-confident. His wife, she will sleep around if she see another guy. Immediately. The Abdul wife, she go out, right away she will find another guy. Like Aisha and Safwan, they fell in love. Aisha, she made an excuse, says she lost her necklace. Have you ever heard of a woman? She left the whole army looking for a necklace, and she take nobody with her, and she is the wife of the Prophet, which means this is their king. Isn't it obvious that she is going to sleep with somebody, and she slept overnight away? A teenage girl, she left the camp. She spent the night out. 3 witnesses, they saw her sleeping with Safwan. Muhammad, he required 4 witnesses. And why she left? To look for her necklace. By the way, did she find it? It's missing until now. Anyway, I hope today we have a good time. And the purpose of our videos is very much about education, and our education is for free for you guys. So you may enjoy and you may learn. Remember one thing, that those videos, I don't know for how long they will be online, but one time I will go. I mean, everybody will go, right? We will die. We're trying our best to teach you so you teach your children, so that Muhammad, they will not forget. So do yourself a favor, not to me. You're not doing me a favor. I don't care if you learn or not, it's your business. I do my part. Do yourself a favor. Take notes. Take notes, so time will come and somebody will try to argue with you about Islam. And you will not go and search, oh, what's the Christian Prince, where we can find this reference, where he said that, where it is. Take notes, make folders, folder about women, folder about rape, folder about adultery, folder about forgiveness, whatever you want. So when you need them, you find them. Even if Christian Prince, he disappear from this earth. Or time will come, and I will go. Will ask who for reference. I'm not sure who. I hope the Lord, he will send better people than me to do the job. And look what Muhammad Nasif, he says to me. I got you busted. The rape is allowed in Christianity and they have to marry a rapist. That is false, and I got you busted. It is you who married the rapist. When a man, he lay down with the women, and the woman, she don't scream, obviously she is not raped. Because if she is raped, she will ask for help. Secondly, if a woman, she will marry a rapist, she has to agree, and the man, he cannot divorce her. In the top of that, a Muslim man, he raped a Muslim woman in the time of Umar al-Khattab. She was dying in the desert. She said to him, please give me some food, I'm dying. He said, I will sleep with you if you take off your panty. I mean, why this guy, he keeps calling me? And he is not a Muslim. Do people have a brain? Here we go, I block you. So she said, she came to the caliphate, she said, this guy, he raped me. He forced me to sleep with him in order to, because I was hungry, dying in the desert. Omar, he said, this is your dowry. Imagine, the Muslim charity is not exist in Islam. The man, he will not give her food in the desert or water. She's dying. Unless she open her legs. And the caliphate, he took the side of the man, claiming that this is not a rape. But the woman, she's dying, which means he will kill her if he leave her without food and water. He will not give her water, neither food, unless she takes off her clothes and so religion of the rape. Thank you all for being here. I hope you guys take reference, learn, educate yourself. And don't forget to join us in our Patreon. That means sometimes they post them, sometimes they don't. You can join us there so you can get notified when we go live on air, because YouTube usually don't give notification. Until we see you again, remember, every Friday, every Sunday, 10:30 a.m. This is a fixed date. We go live. However, during the week, I will go, if I go mostly in the same time, in the morning, mostly, but it might be different time. But this is not a fixed date. Only Friday and Sunday, it's a fixed date. So every Friday, every Sunday, you can invite your friends, and you can invite Muslim sheikhs to call me, because this is for sure will be a day that will be live on air. Thank you. God bless you. Until we see you again, Christ is Lord. Islam is a fraud. Islam without lies dies, and we prove it every day.
Nano ko nito. Na pinaigpitan mo, pinalukayan, pinalukayan. Hindi ba nga?
Yung mga metal, para
Ilagay mo yung metal sa lang sa isang ano ba?
dahil mo ano yan. Yung mga ganun po doon.
Oo, meron yan.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air. You are a Muslim?
Yes.
All right. What do you think about our topic today? What is the concept of Islam?
Okay, so Islam
Concept of
teaches
God.
absolute
Concept of God.
monotheism. No, I believe that Islam teaches absolute monotheism. Rather, the Christians are, what do you say? The Christians are preaching the theory of Trinity, and we can clearly see that it is a polytheism, and you don't need to logic that. Okay.
But are you saying the Quran is a lie then?
But I didn't say that.
Well, the Quran did not say we believe in three gods.
But Christians do say that
No,
God is one.
hold on. You see, do you understand your religion or you don't understand your religion?
No, I understand my religion.
Mga trip lang naman yan sa
Does
kahos, di
the
ba?
Quran say that we have three gods?
No, as far as I
So
read
how
the
come
Quran,
are you saying to me that Allah do not know and you know what we believe in?
no, Allah knows. Of course, Allah knows.
Okay, I want you to read. So then I ask you, did Allah say we have three gods? You said no. So if Allah knows, why He did not say that? In fact, the Quran says the opposite. I want you to read with me chapter 5, verse number 73. You can see it in my screen. Just be sure that the audio is blocked in YouTube, or you can open it in your computer or your phone.
Yeah, I can see your screen. Can people say English?
All right, chapter 5, verse number 73.
Oh, check mo lang. Kasi 3 oras na yan. Hindi, po, pasok ka doon.
Okay, so I'm reading this.
Kasi para, ano na, schematic na.
Well, God is the Trinity, seeing that there is no deity whatever save the one God. And unless the deities from this their association with the suffering is bound to be followed. So what is your
Hindi sabi
interpretation with this?
no,
What you are trying
I'm
to
asking you, you are the Muslim, not me.
No, what you want me to say?
I believe this is wrong.
What
I believe this is false. Because if he's talking about the Christians, we don't believe in Allah anyway. Number two, if you go to the verse before it, the verse here says that Allah is a third of the three, correct?
It does say that.
All right. But if you go in the verse before it, it says that the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah.
Okay.
So if the Messiah is Allah, so now we eliminate two names.
Can you show me the verse where it says that we believe the Messiah is Allah?
The verse before it, verse number 72.
Sorry, I mean the God is the third of the Trinity. And can you explain? I mean, does the tafsir explains it the same way as you are explaining it?
Take it easy. So we just showed you, and you agree with me already. In verse number 73, the Quran says that those who they say that Allah is the third of the three, they are committing blasphemy against God. And we agree about it, you and me agree that's what it says, correct? Verse number 73, okay. But if we go to the verse before it, it says that the Christians believe that the Messiah is Allah.
So, but they do believe that. Don't you believe that that Jesus is the God?
believe he's God, no problem. But you see, that's not what the case now. Allah is not a word being God. Allah is a name of the God of the Muslims, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
But if you
So-
translate Allah into
No,
the
we
Arabic,
can't translate. We can't translate the name. We don't translate the name. No, name. Nobody can translate the name. It's a name of a person. You don't translate the name. If somebody's name is Apple, well, his name is Apple. You don't translate a different name. So this is the name. His name is Allah. So if the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah,
no, well, listen, what I'm saying, okay, in English you say Jesus, but if you say the same name
there's
in
nothing in
Hebrew, you
English
say
it's called
Yeshua.
Jesus. This is because the English language is not capable of writing the correct name of Jesus. As you know, the Hebrew have more letters, same as Arabic, have more letters you don't have it in the English. As an example, Muhammad. But you don't say Muhammad, you say Muhammad. Because you don't have the letter H in English or in the Latin. So you say H. So that will not change the fact, it's not translation, still you're saying the same name. But I'm asking you now, if the Quran is saying that Allah is the Christian believe that the Christ is Allah. So now we have to eliminate two names, make them one. Who is then, okay, then who is the second and who is the third in the Trinity?
The Holy Spirit and the Father, according to the Christians.
Hold on. You just say it. The Quran says that the Christian believe that the Messiah is Allah. The verse after it says that Allah is a third of the three.
According to the Christians.
No, hold on. Okay, no problem. Focus with me, my friend. If
Okay.
Allah is a third of the three, Allah is the third of the three. Okay.
Can you put the verse on
Who
the
is
screen?
Allah now replacing in the Trinity?
Can you put the verse in the screen? Maybe on the live
It is
screen.
in the screen.
No, it's just verse number 72. Yeah, now you're on the verse. Yeah, we can go on.
Okay, so Allah is one of the Trinity, correct?
Yes.
All right. So
According to Christians, let me make
okay,
it
no
clear.
problem. No, this is Allah talking. Allah talking, teaching about the Christians what we believe. I asked you before, is Allah wrong? You said no, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Allah is saying that the Christians think that Allah is the third of the Trinity. So who is the second? And who is
So,
the
saan
third?
ka magtitimpla? Dyan?
And to do that,
Who?
Yan, para maiba naman sila.
the Holy Spirit, Father.
Ay, hindi tayo na.
Let us take a note. Let us take a note. Let us take a note. So
I know
now,
in some places in
hold
Quran,
on.
it
Hold on.
says Maryam.
Hold on.
I know that.
Okay,
Some places
so
it says
now you
Maryam.
agree. Now you agree that the Quran is wrong because now the Maryam.
Kala ko giinom pa tayo eh.
Saan?
Hindi, sa GC dito, di ba?
Mo?
Kala ko GC. Kuya, dito.
Wala mo ba maneho yan? Nabulol na. Dito ka na nga na magtimpla para may pakita mo sa kanila.
I'm not saying that. I think you can find in detail.
Hindi, dito ka na magtimpla.
I don't care about tafsir. My friend tafsir is about saying.
Pagbigyan mo na ako.
YouTuber, those YouTubers. In the time of Ibn Kathir, there's no internet. This is a YouTuber, Ibn Kathir. But if we read Ibn Kathir, you will die laughing at what your Ibn Kathir is saying. As an example, Ibn Kathir is saying that the one who created Jesus is Jibreel.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of weak hadith in
What we
in the
hadith,
tafsir.
you see, you are the one that me read tafsir. So either you accept tafsir or you don't accept it. So what's the problem?
You know better than me.
Let us go back. Let us go back. I don't want to change topic. I want to change topic. I want to change topic. Focus with me. So if the Christians believe that Allah is the third of the Trinity, and you said to me, here in this case, Allah represents the Father, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then there's the Son, correct?
Yeah. And the Holy Spirit.
Which is Jesus, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we go back to verse number 72, if the Christian believe that Jesus himself is Allah, we don't have a Trinity no more. Because now Jesus is the same person as Allah.
Well, can you bring the verse into the screen?
It's in front of you, my friend. How many times we have to read it? Chapter 5, verse number 72. The Christian, they say that the Messiah is Allah. The translation here, by the way,
Also says they believe in
the translation I don't know why, what is the problem with you? You don't want to read with me carefully. If the Messiah is Allah, the Trinity does not exist no more. You agree that the verse after it says that Allah is the third of the Trinity.
Yes, I agree.
All right. And you agree that here Allah presents the Father.
Yes.
Okay. But when the verse says, verse number 72, that the Christian believe that Allah is the Messiah. It's not the second person, no. Allah is the Messiah. Then Muhammad here, he brought a big contradiction in his silly book, because now who is the second person and who is the third person? Allah is the Messiah. He is not the second person. He is not the, the second person after the Father. He is the Father. But no Christian believes that the Messiah is the Father.
But as far as I know, the Christians do believe that the Father and the Son is one.
Exactly. See, you got yourself busted now. So how you say to me that the Islam teach that we are worshiping three gods, and now you just said we have one God. So when the Christians say that the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit is one God, doesn't make them one person, three person, one God. But here Muhammad, he show us that he is an ignorant person. He do not know what he is saying, does not know what he's talking about, because if the Messiah, he is Allah, then who is the second person and the third person? Because now we have to join the two names, make them one name. Isa Allah, one person. Okay, the second person is who?
John does not tell about the other two persons of the Trinity, right? You're trying to tell that.
No. There's no other third person no more now. Because Messiah is Allah. So the second person is the Messiah. The Messiah is Allah. So who is there is no third person? Are you getting my point? If we say, okay, I will make it a little bit more simple for you. Let me do something for you in the screen.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I will resemble three numbers in the screen. Each one of them resemble a name. Allah is number one.
Okay.
Palitan mo na kagad yung gloves mo.
And then the Isa is number two.
Okay, I get it. Then the Holy Spirit must be number 3.
And Mary, you said to me the Quran says Mary. So Mary is number three.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that is what.
Yeah, Mary is number 3. Okay, so now if the Messiah is the same as Allah, which is number 1, correct?
Yes.
All right. So now we have to put a sign on number 2, because number 2 is the same as number 1.
Now I get your point, what you're trying to say. Okay.
So where is the Trinity?
But what I'm trying to say that is it possible that it can also be possible that there's also specific for the Christians around Muhammad.
You see, my friend, that's been called the Quran is a very serious religion, because we are talking about people who came in the time of Muhammad 600 years, when all the Christian world, all of them, they have the same gospel, the same book, and they have the Trinity. So 600 years after Jesus, still Muhammad did not get it. That is wrong. Secondly, no Christian believes, my friend, no Christian before or after believe in such a
Nasara and Christians are different. I have a question for you. Are Nasara and the Christians, are they different?
Nasara is a stupid word. We never heard of Nasara. Who is Nasara? Do you know what Nasara means?
I attended a live of Rock Christian, and he told in the live that the Nasara are not Christians. He told that the Christians are not familiar with this term.
My friend,
So I don't know.
Nasara simply, most likely, is coming from the word Nazareth, which is not the Nazareth, the people of Nazareth, people who they are poor in understanding. So those are Jews, not Christians, were kicked out from the Holy Land. And because the Roman controlled the Holy Land, they went to a place where no Roman can control them. Those are the Nasara, and they are not Christians. However, the Quran gives us a different definition. The Quran says that Isa, he said, you want to be my helper, Ansar. This is why you have a party in Islam is called Ansarullah. In Yemen, the army of the Shia, they call themselves
Shia?
Ansar.
Yes, the Shia.
Yeah.
The Shia, they are in Shia code, I know.
Yeah. So Jesus, he said, Isa, okay, Isa, which is the wrong name of Jesus. He said, who want to be my Ansari?
Yeah, I know that one. Even the helper who wants to be my helper, he told to his 12 disciples.
Okay, so he said to them, who want to be my helper? So the word Nasara, according to Muhammad, which is showing us again that he is an ignorant man, mean helpers. But there is no such a thing. We never heard of it. Not a single Christian heard of the word Nasara. Nobody.
Not in any story books.
You will not find any Christian in the world who say he is Nasara. Muhammad became. So here we notice that Muhammad don't understand the Christianity. He replaced the Father by the Son. When none of Christians believe in that, couldn't believe that the Son is the same as the Father. We believe in one God, yes, but the Son is the Son, the Father is the Father, the Holy Spirit is the Holy Spirit. So how God can be God when he is ignorant? Now going back to Jesus.
The point you're making, I totally agree with that. I agree with that because I read the Bible. I read that Jesus said himself that he and the Father is one. But my question to you that Jesus never said that he and the Holy Spirit is the one.
But always the Holy Spirit is within Jesus.
But he never said that.
No problem. There is many things Jesus did not say, but we learn it from, as an example, when Jesus, he spoke about when the son of a king, you know, he come to teach and to invite people, and then they beat the son, and they kill the son, and then they beat the son. Well, this is, you know what he says, this is my father and this is me, but we understand that this is all is about him, correct? It's a parable.
Yes, I guess.
All right. The Quran used the same method because Muhammad was trying to copy what Jesus did. But the Quran, as an example, never mentioned the word Tawheed. Never. We cannot find the word Tawheed in the Quran. In fact, the word Tawheed means unification. Is that correct?
Yeah. But
Okay,
how many other.
now hold on. How you unify God if he is one? If he is one person.
But the term you're using, the meaning you're using, that's not what it meant when
I'm not using it. This is not my term, this is your term. Tawheed means unification. If your God is one person, you are
It
unified.
is one of the meanings.
No. There's no other meaning. Tawheed, this is what Tawheed means. Unification. There's no other meaning. Try to make a sentence if you speak Arabic. You will never come with any meaning. But Islamic nation. So you unify if they are not one. So if Allah is one, how can you believe in Tawheed if he is one? Tawheed is unifying something is not one.
Can you show me any proof from any Arabic book?
Okay, I do not need to show you. Here we go. I will write the word in front of you in the Quran. Read with me carefully.
Yeah, sure.
The Muslim, they say, there's a verse in the Quran says, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, correct?
Yes, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ.
Alright. I will type word ahad in the screen. Chapter 2, verse number 102. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ. They don't teach any one of. Ahad does not mean one. Is one of many. Chapter 2, verse 136. لا نفرق بين أحد. We don't differentiate between any one of them. Ahad.
Chapter 2, verse 136.
Chapter 2, verse 136.
Okay.
Chapter 2, verse number 2.
Yes, I got it on the screen.
Chapter 2, verse 285. لا نفرق بين أحد. We don't differentiate between any of them. Any of. This is not one. لا تؤمنوا, second thing the same.
لم يؤتي أحد مثل ما أوتيتم. Don't expect that somebody will come with something like what you've been given. Someone. We have one Ahad, he is one of many. Don't accept anyone who brings to you something like what you've been given. Chapter 3, verse
Dito
number
mo naman daw ako.
54.
Dito naman dito para ano.
We don't differentiate between any of them بين أحد منهم. Etc. All those verses in front of you later, you can freeze the screen and you can read it one by one. I'm just showing you an example. It's all over the Quran. So as you see, all over the Quran, the same word is coming as one of. How come that chapter only, the only place in the Quran, the Muslim they say, Allah, he said, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, and that means one. You see, because in Arabic, even in English,
Pag hindi kasi nakulong,
if you want to say, you have
baka
to,
yung
you
ano,
have
yung
to say
cleaner
something.
hindi pa nag-blend.
Like as an example, and Muhammad here is trying to copy the Hebrew. The Bible says, O you Israel, your God is Echad. Echad, not one. Echad. Echad means unity. Three person, one God. That's why the Bible uses the same word. It says, when a man he marry a woman, he leave his parents and he will become with her Echad. This is what Wahid means. Echad. So the God of Muhammad, he took the word, like Muhammad, he took the word, he put it in the Quran, but by taking it, he destroyed his religion. As an example, it says here in chapter 33, verse number 40, Muhammad was not the father of any ahad. ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم. Muhammad was not the father of any. You see what the word wahid means? Ahad?
Yes.
Any of.
Yes.
Any of. You see it? It's not one.
Yeah.
All right. And actually, I will show you right away a verse which nobody can. I mean, I challenge every single Muslim in the world to join us right now and tell us how in the world that is God which is one. I will put it for you.
But this is the. But you're saying that
Read
it's
with
really
me.
unified.
Read with me, my friend. Read with me.
You're in the verse number 14.
Chapter 21, verse number 17. A disaster.
Chapter 21, verse number 17, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have Dr. Mustafa's translation in front of me. So had we intended to take some assument, we could have it in our presence if that had been our will. Okay.
Well, this is a false translation. What presents? It says from us. That is a lie.
Yung ano,
Which
yung
Arabic word you are meaning? I mean, which word you are referring to?
ilabas ko yung
I mean,
It says لو أردنا أن نتخذ له ولاتخذناه من لدنا إن كنا فاعلين. You see here, it says لدنا. لدنا. The na belong to us. Us. This was us. So لو أردنا us. أردنا. We. This is why here translation says we. So where is the we coming from? It's from the letter N at the end. Na. So if لو أردنا, that is we. Na. أن نتخذ لهوا لاتخذناه من لدنا us.
So the Arabic translation for this is the Arabic would also translate into us. I agree with you that, but as far as I know, and I have heard from the scholars that the us, I mean, the word you were referring, it is used as a form of respect.
Okay, I will show you. I will show you why the scholars is stupid. Those aren't scholars. Those are potatoes. Because if here us, which is translated as we, mean like a word of respect, that would be silly, stupid. Because look at your God Allah. He don't like himself to be I because he think that if he is I as one, is disrespectful for him. So he decides to replace it with the fake we, so he can be respected I. That is silly. So I,
But if it
oh,
went
my friend, hold on,
then
hold on.
some of
So
many of the farmers would
imagine,
have think about it.
I have a Peugeot car made in France, and then I take a sign that says Rolls Royce, and I put it in my car, and thinking that will make me respected, and people will think that I have a Rolls Royce. That is silly. So when the Muslim scholars, as you call them, they say Allah, he used the word we because that will make him majestic. That means Allah is using a fake language which is not true. And he is fabricating a title which is against his title because he is I, not we. And if I cannot make people respect me except by adding words, that is funny. Secondly, when kings they say we, because they confuse the meaning of them and the nobles choose them to be a king. So we say we the king and the nobles. We. So he is not speaking of himself Allah. He have the nobles who chose him to be a king. Allah had been chosen by whom? So, but if we continue, just to go with you. If the first we to be majestic, here us is majestic, he will take partner. Is that the same person Allah will partner with himself? Allah will take himself as a wife.
Can you show me example?
It's in front of you. Read it on the screen.
I need to take the past time. We could surely have taken it from us. We are going to do that. You mean that as far as I remember, in the tafsir, it meant the prophet. It meant the prophet.
My friend, Allah will take one of the prophet a wife.
No, I mean the son the word son.
Okay, you see, this is why Islam is a stupid religion. Can Allah take a prophet as son? It says us, is the prophet is with Allah or they are dead? If there's a prophet, Allah will take him as son. According to Muslim, the only one is with Allah is Jesus.
But I have heard from some scholars that in Hebrew, when they say the Son of God, it is used in metaphoric, in a metaphoric way.
My friend, we Christians believe that God he had a son because he gave birth. The Messiah is born of God, but by sexual relationship. So when the Jews they say, they can say, oh, you can bring me a Jew. There's a Jew who will say to you, Allah is our God too. I mean, they're stupid. There's a Christian. I can bring you a bishop. Say we Christian believe in Allah. Stupid people. We are looking at them. We are here to expose everybody who says stupid lies. Christian, Jews, Hindus, Buddhas, Muslims. So listen carefully. If Allah want to take a wife, and this is your Muslim foundation, or a son, he will take it from us. And when you say us, you say to me prophet, right?
Yes,
The prophet is one of the kind of Allah.
No, absolutely not.
So how I say us? If I say us, if I have a dog next to me, do I mean the dog too?
No.
I mean people from my kind, maybe my family, correct?
Yes.
All right. In fact, the word ladunna means, you can go to the dictionary, your bloodline, your blood seed, your blood inheritance, your tribe, your nation. This is the thing. So Allah is saying, if we want to take a wife, a partner, from anywhere, we will take it from us. So if Allah is one and He is unique and there's nothing like Him, Allah will take a partner from something that exists or something exists. He said He will take it from us if we want to do that. So they all exist already, those us, correct?
Yeah.
But us cannot be a prophet, cannot be a man, cannot be a chicken, cannot be a dog. It have to be from the kind of Allah.
Yeah, you're trying to say that if you go to the original meaning of this word, miladunna, in the Arabic language, then it actually means bloodline.
Ladunna means, yeah, you can go right to the dictionary, open it. Open the dictionary, yeah. And so, and you know, even whatever you want to say, us is us. When I say us, I am including me between them, correct?
Yes.
Okay, in order to count myself between them, I have to be from them.
I get your point.
If Allah is standing, I'm not trying to insult, just to give an example. If Allah is standing between
No,
a
no,
thousand
I'm going to say that.
monkeys,
I'm going to be honest.
Allah is not one of the monkeys, correct?
Can you repeat again?
If Allah is standing in the middle of 1,000 monkeys, and He used the word us, for sure He don't mean the monkeys, correct?
Absolutely not.
Human being is no different. A human is not the same as God. He's a human.
Yes.
Okay.
I get your point.
So when Allah He say us, He must be talking about who? Remember now,
Yeah,
we cannot say,
the problem.
we cannot say a majestic because
I'm
now
talking to Scott about this. This is the problem. I agree. Totally agree with you.
this is not a problem. This is a bust. That cannot be the monotheism Muhammad he speak of. Muhammad. This is not a problem. This is a problem.
I have some explanation. I mean, my Islam does have some explanation. I mean,
Our
the
friend,
scholars
no, there is no
follow-
explanation. You read the scholars as you said. You told me the explanation. You said the Prophet, but the Prophet, they are not the same kind of Allah. When I say us, I mean us from my kind. You agree? I agree.
But it might be different from our
He didn't say, listen, he didn't say, I will take them from the angels. He didn't say, I will take it from the human. He didn't say, I will take it from you. He said, from us. How us,
I get your point.
how us is even my present. That is even more funny. Because all of us, we are in the presence of God all the time, correct?
Yes.
So what us? If this is what he meant. That means he can take a chicken too. He can take rats. He can take cats. You know? So, but he is saying, I'm not going to take anyone to be a partner except from us, which means my kind. If we were going to do that, which means it's possible. Correct?
Well, the way you are explaining it, it is possible. It's the way you are
I'm
saying.
I'm not the one saying it's in front of you. If we rethink, if we
No, listen. The thing is that what you are saying totally makes sense. I agree with you. And if we go in this way, yes, it can.
there's no other way. Do you think other way?
I don't know the way, but maybe
So don't tell me if this is the way, my friend. You can't say that if you can come with another way. There's no other way. You told me with the scholar to say, by the way, when a Muslim, he say a Muslim scholar, that will make me laugh. Because if I open for you right now, any Muslim scholar book, you would die laughing. You would say, I wash my hands from them.
I do agree with you on that thing.
Okay, so they are not scholars, they are a bunch of dummies. You know, those are people in their time, they are the same as YouTubers in our time. They make poo-poo, and the Muslims, in order to defend their God, what they do, when they notice this is a big poo-poo, they claim that this is not, we don't accept it. But when something fit with their poo-poo, they accept it. So it's poo-poo either way. So either they are a scholar or they are dumb. You cannot be dumb and scholar. Have you ever heard of a dumb scholar?
No, I mean, the scholars can be dumb, but
How you
it
can
is
be
not
scholar
right
and
to
dumb?
tell them.
You cannot be a scholar and dumb. I mean, that means you are a scholar in dumbness.
There are some people like that.
No, there is no such a thing. You cannot be a scholar and dumb. You have to be very smart. You have to be very educated. How you can be dumb and a scholar? That is very, very, very funny. You see, what you are saying to me, that there is a donkey and there is a mule, and then the mule, you became a professor in the university. But at the end of the day, all the students must be donkeys.
I get what you're saying.
So when the Muslims they say we believe in monotheism, this is a big fat lie, which is not true. Obviously, the Muslims they do not even know what this God is about, and they don't know who's Allah. As an example, if I ask you now, who is Allah? What you will say to me? You will tell me what you do for a living, correct? Who's Allah?
Allah is the God of Muslims. Or
That's not the question. I know that He's God for Muslims. I'm saying who is He? Who is He?
God.
I mean, let me make the question different. Who is your God, Allah? Are you going to say to me He's God? That would be silly. I told you already. I know
You
what
the definition, right?
No, I'm asking you who is He as a person. Do you know even who worship God?
Okay, So you okay? So you're telling to me the attributes of God. Okay.
No, you
That's
don't know.
why
You don't know anything. You don't know anything about this God. What attribute? I mean, the attribute of God in Islam is very funny. Very funny. I mean, the most stupid attribute. Okay, your God, Allah, is a believer. You believe in what?
Asan si tito mo?
Ewan ko dito. Nandiyan ako sa loob.
Can you show me the verse?
You don't know?
No, maybe I forgot about that, but yeah, I saw the verse of the Muslims or the believers, but I don't remember now that what you're talking about.
All right. So if we go in the Quran, if you can go right now to the list of the 99 names of Allah, and you will see.
Well, I read in your book that you have quoted in like Allah has 1,000 names, and also Muhammad has. You quoted a book in your book, the Definition of Allah. I read that.
All right. Muhammad, he has equal names to Allah, correct?
So yeah, you quoted that in your book.
All right. But how Allah, his name is Mu'min.
And I see that.
Believer. Let us. Is my screen coming to you?
But it shows at number 17.
Lapit ka? Aba, naikagarot na yung pa. Gusto na.
What are you doing here?
Sa bukit.
Ha?
May pa sa bukit.
Ano nang nilagay niya?
Sa pintura na ilalim na. Ito.
Yeah, about Just tell me the verse. It will be better. And better and faster.
If I can show it to you on the screen, so we can read together.
Very good ka mo?
Pag ganun Christian, ganun lang,
Question?
i-run mo na ganun, huwag yung ano.
Wala.
Hindi yung ganun mo, i-play mo.
Right. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Read this verse for me and tell me how is it. Do you agree that this is your God?
Can you put it a little bit down? Scroll it down.
In my side it shows fine.
No, the ayat number. Can you tell me the ayat number?
Chapter 59, verse number 23.
Chapter 59,
Yeah,
verse number
23.
Okay. 59, verse 59. Verse number 23. He is Allah, than whom there is none has the right to be worshipped but He, the King, the Holy, the One from whom all defect, the giver of security, the watcher over His creatures, the Almighty, the Compeller, the Supreme. So what does it say to the believer?
Okay. I will change the translator. Just be my witness. This is a chapter. This is a Hilali fan, right? I will change the translator.
Yes.
Let us see how the Muslim translation works.
But I would say also
Hold on. Look, I just changed the translator. It became the faithful. But this is not what it says. It says the believer. the believer. I will change the translator again.
Okay.
You know what the word mu'min means, right? Mu'min. What mu'min mean?
Believer. Yeah,
Believer.
it's
Okay, this is the word mu'min in Arabic. Let me show it to you. Good. You know the word in Arabic. Oh, you know something. Do you see it? Al-mu'min.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, they're also to English.
Yeah. So all the translation is a fabrication because they're trying to fabricate the Quran. So Allah, you believe in what?
But the same one is also viewpoint, right?
How is that?
You know the contradictions of the Bible.
I find it easy and contradiction. Okay, if this is true, that is again the Quran is false because the Quran chapter 2 verse number 89 says, confirming what is with them. Speaking to who? To the Christian and the Jew. So you must let us stop saying those stupid things about the contradiction. And now, let us say for the sake of argument, if there's a contradiction in the Bible, that will save you now from having a stupid book. Let us say our Bible is not paranormal. How that can serve you now? So you try to avoid the embarrassment of what is in your. Allah is a one God.
I'm not avoiding. I'm saying that the translation in the Quran is different.
I'm not talking about translation. You saw the word in Arabic. I saw the word in Arabic, and you agree with me that the word mu'min mean a believer.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Okay, Allah believe in what?
Well, I must see the tafsir for that.
Again. So we have to see the tafsir. So the Quran, isn't it the Quran says that this is the book, we make it in clear details?
That it also says that Quran is a tafsir of Quran and Muhammad is a tafsir and the Muhammad will explain it.
What is that? Can you tell me the verse that says what?
I don't know. It doesn't explicitly say that, but it means it. I mean, I don't remember the
Tell me what it
exact
means,
verse.
my friend. There's no such a thing. The Quran says that this is a book which made its ayah or verses clear. So if we make it clear, then why would it clear?
We have the verse of Muhammad that some of us you won't understand.
Wonderful. So the Quran says there is verses in the Quran nobody can explain them save Allah.
Yeah.
Well, that is other problem in Islam. Why? Because if this is the case, then this is a contradiction. So if Allah, He makes it so clear in details, and then in other verses, contradicting Himself and says, there's tons of them you do not know what they mean, save me. So He did not explain anything in detail.
You can say explicitly this conversation. I do agree with you.
No,
but
this is not this way. Because there's one other way. If I say, you mentioned that you could read my book, correct? You mentioned that you could read my book, one of my books, the second of my book, correct?
Yes.
All right. If I am claiming to be God, and I say, my book is so clear, even I wrote it in the best language in the world, and nobody speaks Arabic better than me. And then you say to me that you know what? When I was reading the book, I could not understand the word, and 50% of it is horrible. We need interpretation for it. So when Allah is saying that this is the Quran, لَيْسَ فِيهِ حَوَجٌ, He said this is in a clear Arabic, has no prologue in it. He lied. Do you agree? No, my friend, read the chapter. As an example, chapter 39, verse number 20. An Arabic Quran without any crookedness, in order that they may avoid all evil. So he made the Quran so clear. So why? They will not have crookedness in their understanding. The purpose is not the language, the purpose is your understanding. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. If we go to different verses in the Quran, you will find that the Quran is saying that Allah, He never sent a messenger except in the tongue of His people so they might understand. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you just said to me that He sent it in the tongue, not in the
You mean you're talking about the Mutashabiyat?
all the Quran is something Mutashabihat. Name for me one is not Mutashabihat, all of them. Name for me one Muslim scholar agree with the other scholar about the interpretation of the Quran. All of them, to cover their ground, they say Allah knows best what He meant by this verse.
This is all Muslim.
Huh?
almost don't agree with each other. This is a big problem. I also face this problem.
So the Quran is not a clear book, and Allah is a failure. You know, if we read the verse in front of us, chapter 14, verse 4, and we send not a messenger except with the language of his people in order to make the message clear to them. That makes sense, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how Muhammad is an international messenger of the religion of Islam to everybody? How he is a messenger for somebody live in Pakistan?
Okay, so it was also my question to a scholar. So he answered me like the Quran is being translated, so it is like.
Thank you very much. So the Quran is a book of lies because Allah could not keep his promise. We have to use a human being to translate because Allah he failed. Because you just said to me, we translate the Quran and that solved the problem. But Allah he said we never ever send a messenger except from the people. He has to be from Pakistan, speaking the tongue of Pakistan, to be sent to Pakistan. It cannot be a translation.
But doesn't the Quran also say that there were prophets sent to the civilizations, like when there were civilizations in the past, Pakistan before Muhammad?
My friend, the Quran is a stupid book. As an example, the Quran, the Muslims will say that Jesus, he said, the Quran says, he says to the people of Israel, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but what is the name of the Bible in the Quran?
Kitab.
No,
sorry.
Kitab is Ahlul Kitab, people of the book. Injil. But Injil is the Greek word, which is the name of the Greek Bible. So if Jesus was sent to the Israeli, why his book is in a Greek? And remember, Allah he never sent a messenger except in the tongue of his people, so they might understand. Correct?
So the Arabs at that time didn't say Injil.
Doesn't matter, Allah, you don't say what I say.
No. I'm saying that people.
Listen. Okay. So the Bible written in many languages. So disciples they went to different territory in the earth. So those who went to the Greek people, they wrote to them in Greek. So this is the original Greek Bible, no problem. But Allah, now he's talking about Jesus.
Okay.
Allah, he sent Jesus a book written in a Greek.
What does it say Greek?
What?
It says the Injil. It says the Injil, right?
Exactly. When you say Injil, is the word exist before the language exists? No. This is a Greek word language. So the Quran, all of it never mentioned the gospel of Jesus except by the word Injil. Look at this. So Al-Injil, it's all over. So if Allah he never sent a messenger except in the tongue of his people.
But the Torah at that time, or you can say the Christians at that time understood it as the Bible, right?
We don't have different. Yeah, this is Injil until now. We as a Christian, even Arab Christian, we use the word Injil. This is a correct word. We are not saying this is a wrong word. No, we are saying that this is a stupid statement from Allah. If Jesus was sent only to the Jews, because that's what the Muslims say. They say every prophet was sent only to his nation, except Muhammad was sent to all mankind. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. But when Allah he said we never send a messenger except in the tongue of his people, he sent it to who? He sent it to Muhammad, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So he was confirming that Muhammad is one of them. So they might what? So they might understand. So look what happened. Allah he sent the Quran in Arabic to the Arab, and Muhammad was an Arab, yet the Arab could not understand the Arab of Allah, the Arabic of Allah. How stupid this book is. Imagine I have to rewrite my book many times so I can write it better. Do you think God he can correct his book?
No.
Okay, let me show you a verse. You just remember. You just said no. There's no way he will correct his book and write better book than his book, right?
Logically, it's not possible, right?
Okay. Read with me this one and try not to laugh. Chapter 2, verse 106.
Even the Satanic verse, I
Forget about the satanic verse. No, this is about satanic verse.
Yeah.
Whatever we do abrogate or cause to be forgotten,
But,
we bring something better or similar to it.
ipahid mo kasi sayang.
Do you see the word better?
Ha? Dito na lang ipahid mo.
whatever I was able to aggregate, of course, ultimately being a better one. Allah is able to do it.
Pag may na,
Well,
mahirap ako na.
it kind of makes me laugh.
Exactly. Allah will make Quran better than the Quran. And look, He will make you forget the Quran.
It means that it's kind of aggravating, like when you bring something better than that in the past.
Okay, hold on, you see. I can abrogate without making you forgetting the verse. Secondly, there is no verse better than other verse, for all word of God is equal.
Yeah.
All right. So if Allah is going to cause you to forget, then He contradicts Himself about preservation of the Quran. Isn't it the Muslim they say the Quran preserved? Well, Allah Himself, He said, I made you forget the Quran. This is number one. Number two, why Allah want to make you forget the Quran if He want to give you something similar? Do you see the word similar?
Yeah. Does the Arabic actually similar?
Yeah. Mithliya. In Arabic says Mithliya.
Okay.
The same. So I will make you forget the word ayah, and I will give you a word ayah. I will make you forget about the word horse, and now I will give you a similar word, horsey. That is silly. So what happened
Can
here?
you show me the one better in the Arabic in this ayah?
بخير منها. Here it says,
Yeah,
نأتي بخير better than.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and actually the word خير is even more stupid. Why? Because خير من not only is better than, it is way better. Not better. This was translation. Way better. خير منك. Like, you know, when Aisha, she got jealous from the women who offered themselves to sleep with Muhammad. What her father said to her, you know, هي خير منك. She is way better than you. Because she is offering herself. You are being jealous now. And this is the point of Islam. And Muhammad is trying just to get the benefit of sex and money.
This is in Bukhari, right? Bukhari.
It's all over. It's all over.
Yeah, I read it.
But as you see, if Allah is the one, He is the author of the Quran, and Allah is God, Allah will not cause you to forget His word. Because isn't it the Quran says, nobody can exchange the words of Allah? Isn't it the Quran said, سنقرؤك فلا تنسى, we will make you read or recite, but you will not forget the Quran?
Yes.
So how Allah He said that to Muhammad in one verse, we will make you recite and you will not forget. Another verse says, well, we will make you forget.
I see. This is contradictions. Like foolish contradiction.
All the Quran is a foolish contradiction, my friend.
Well, the thing is, I saw these contradictions, like not everything that you're showing, but I know some contradictions. But when I ask the scholars, they always have the explanation ready for me, and like they always get me.
My friend, there is a plumber. There's a plumber. He come to your house. He put a duct tape over the pipe, and the leak stopped. For now. But somebody not like me, he will pick up a needle and he will make it leak again. So your scholars are false scholars because this is not an answer. How do you explain that? I mean, like I explain it. It says, you will not forget. You will not forget. And then Allah, He calls you to forget. But isn't it Muhammad saying that the shaitan is the one who caused him to forget the Quran?
Yes, it's the hadith.
Okay, so how Allah is the one who caused him to forget the Quran, yet Muhammad accusing shaitan to forget the Quran?
Hmm.
Did Muhammad forget
Like
Quran?
indirectly calling Allah the shaitan, like indirectly saying Allah is shaitan.
Well, actually, the Quran says Allah is shaitan. Don't you know that?
No.
Read this hadith with me, where Muhammad, we will go to what you just said. It says here, the Messenger of Allah recited, and Yahya, etc., said, blah, 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 blah. I prayed along with the Messenger of Allah and witnessed that he recited the Quran during the prayer, and he omitted something, i.e., some verses, which he did not recite. A man said to him, Messenger of Allah, you omitted such and such verses. Allah Messenger, this is many books actually. Right now, yeah, it says here.
Yeah, I know. I read it.
Yeah, so you omitted such and such verse. Messenger of Allah said to him, why didn't you? If Muhammad himself, he forget the Quran, and the Quran says, we will give you Quran and you will never forget the Quran. Can't Allah, if He is God, keep His promises?
And I also asked this to a scholar, and he told me that it was before the ayat was revealed.
Oh, hold on. So Allah, He said to him, you will read and you will not forget. After Muhammad, he forgot.
That's what I heard from scholars. I mean, like I learned from some scholars.
Okay. Okay. How he knew that this is after? Same time. Same time. But hold on. If I say, I will give you Quran and you will never forget, and then I forgot Quran, and I always forget Quran, and I never stop forgetting the Quran. In fact, we have tons of proofs that Muhammad can't even remember what he said. As an example, you heard that Muhammad said that Allah sent him the book in 7 letters.
Yes.
Correct. What does that mean? He sent him 7 Quran, correct?
Yeah, the same thing in 7 languages, in 7 ways.
Okay,
Same thing.
read with me this one, it says. Ibn Mas'ud reported that Allah Messenger saying that the Quran has sent down in 7 letters, he translated as mud. Every verse in it has an external and internal meaning, and every introduction has a source of reference. Correct?
Is it a Sahih Hadith?
Well, yeah, it says Sahih. I mean, it doesn't say anything here, but we can show you different reference. You know.
So let me read the verse. Let me read the thing. And every verse in it has an external and internal meaning. Every introduction has a source of reference. Well, does the mean that every verse, or it does only do the same
Every
verse?
single verse. Every verse.
But it says it does not refer to the 7. I mean, like
Every, my friend, every single verse. Every single verse. In it. Every single verse. Every verse. He didn't say some verses. Every verse in it, there is outside meaning and inside meaning. So how this is a clear book sent to us, because now there's a big sect in Islam, or a group, they call themselves al-Batiniyin. Batiniyin, no, Batiniyin, which mean they take the inner of the Quran meaning, not the outside meaning. Because this is what it says. There's
the Ashariya or Ashariya sect.
There's many. I mean, even the Muslim Sunni, even the most, even the one they say, we don't accept this, they practice that. You know, like you just said to me that when he say us, he mean we as a majestic, correct?
Yes.
But this is inner meaning.
And I have one too.
This is inner meaning. The outside is us.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard this from the creed. If you heard about the Ashari and the Maturidi creed, have you heard of it?
I don't want to go like I don't want to do what David Wood he did with man. They start talking about Islamic schools. I focus on Islam, not on Muslims. So focus with me in what Muhammad said.
No, with the context of what you're showing.
I know, but I don't want to go there. I focus in what we have from Muhammad, not what some they understand or I understand. What Muhammad said in front of us, and that's it. So, if the Quran is from Allah, and Allah said, I make it clear, and I said, He said, He promised He will not make it demolished, He will not make it forgotten, and then everything He said, it came to the opposite.
Okay, I get the point.
Now, you said to me, we mentioned about Allah. You said that you are saying that Allah is Shaitan, correct?
No, if you go according to what we agreed on, or the explicit meaning, then indirectly it means that according to Muhammad. Indirectly, it will mean that Allah is Shaitan. Indirectly.
No, actually, it is directly saying that. Let me show you. It's not indirectly. Chapter 4.
Itong tools sa pagkilagay na lang
Verse
dyan.
number 142.